9 a.m. sharp-ish. Welcome to Flat a Day. Double flat thumbs to infinity thrice. Forever into eternity with bells on. It is really good to see you guys. You have no idea what you're in store for. No, I mean that. Today I am Matt Fink. My wings are like a shield of steel. Okay. I can imagine there being a lot of people out there pissed off right at this moment, which pleases me greatly. It really does please me greatly. We are on a roll, okay, and we will forge ahead, but like a steamroller, I'm afraid. Okay, we're just going to have to get on with it. And it's been a really interesting week this week. I've put a couple of groovy posts out concerning photographs, the oldest photograph generation ever photographed, and the overwhelming consensus there is they're all blokes, which is a truthy thing to say, isn't it? It's like it's a great reflection. It's a bloke. That's another way. I'm sure there might have been some women in the Victorian era, Tartarian era. We'll have a little look anyway. But the overall consensus is there could be costumes, which could be very well the case, which would support my hypothesis that all of the past has indeed been fabricated, which has seriously creepy implications if it is that. So we got a lot in this, guys. As you can see by the title, Human Zoos. Yeah, as appalling as that may sound. As little as 123 years ago, they had human beings apparently exhibited in their native environment. At first, I thought, well, they probably go home at night to their wife and dog and wear a suit, and it's all just an act thing. But there are photographs in the collection to go along with it, which sort of suggests that they may have been kidnapped from their indigenous lands and whisked off to all of the expositions, because all of the expositions apparently had this kind of weird, twisted behavior going on. Even babies in wooden cages, with people like feeding them and that next to like animal cages. So just totally inhumane behavior, apparently. Alongside the most fabulous civilization that we have ever witnessed with our eyes looking on the internet, the Great Expositions. Regardless of the story, I am not satisfied. There is just the most fantastic world ever. But they say it was only built temporary, but on closer scrutiny, and a lot of these columns, a lot of this stuff looks like it's fucking solid stone. It looks like too much attention to detail just to have it there for 800,000 visitors in the case of Buffalo, and then later just demolish every single one of these because of apparently temporary building products, which I find hard to believe in the Victorian era, guys, because everything was first class building materials. The steel was better, the stone was better, the mortar was better. This is why all of this Victorian shit is still about. It's hard to get rid of as well because it's quite solid, as I'm sure you'll agree. So you a lot are in for a treat. Okay, so one of the best things you ever done was just click on the Flat Earth British tonight. I can promise you this, guys. There will be no better juice happening anywhere on the internet tonight. Okay, we have got so much to bring to you. It is hard to even imagine. Even after all of our fantastic groovy stuff that we've done this week, I say we, I mean the proverbial flink tank, Martin Fink tank, Matt Fink tank. So yeah, we got 1,001 things going on in this. We're going to have a giggle. Okay, it won't be too rude. I snorted then. It won't be too rude. It might be a little bit rude. I don't know. I made a really cool 60s video with truth music, okay, which is really horny because it's basically just women dancing in their underwear, all like crazy, like 60s, like, which is fantastic. So you're definitely going to stick around for that later on. That'll be halfway through the show to keep your interest. Can employ Martin. I know. So yeah, we're going to first look into the Great Exposition, appalling record apparently for inhumanity to man by keeping indigenous populations in I don't even know what circumstances, but some of the evidence sort of looks like that's where they're living. In the pen that they've been given. And, I can't imagine them, westernizing them straight away. They want them to behave like the indigenous population that they are, taking ayahuasca and, chuck them a capybara every now and again to pull apart or whatever that indigenous population is into, maybe cannibalism. Or as Sherry suggested earlier, they could be doing voodoo and thinking, we'll have your posh asses later. Voodoo's coming for you, because they can do that shit. So yeah, later on, we're going to be looking at Serbian Antiquitech, some of the best images of Antiquitech proofs that I've yet come across. I shit if you not. We're going to look at the oh so inhumane and hideous, and I will bring this up, and I will go into some details a bit later on concerning the theatre of war and what can be believed of at least the Second World War. In my mother's lifetime, she lived through the bombardments of Cardiff, and my father served in the war, and my grandfather served on the other side in the war. Very confusing, don't worry about it. But so it's within sort of living memory for me, anyway, at least. And what can we support? What can we, it's all the official story and the official footage. It all looks acted. We know some of the most important moments of World War II concerning like the raising the flag at Iwo Jima was staged, same as the American Civil War with the Gettysburg images. They admit that they staged them because there weren't too much going on, considering they were Napoleonic-style battles. We're going to look at them a bit later. We'll have a laugh at some of their narratives. Nukes, that's one of them. Nuclear bombs, that really gets on my tits. So we're going to have a look at that a little bit later on with some quite amusing animations. One of those times when we have a little giggle together. We're going to look at some mad women of the Victorian era. Now, these women, right, apparently it was not a good thing to go against like domestic games in the Victorian era. Nay, indeed, it was legal till 1900s to hit your wife with a stick as long as it was no bigger than your thumb. So if you had a big fuck off thumb, your wife was not going to have a good time. Okay, apparently. I don't know how much of that was actually carried out. But if you doubted your wife's sanity because she's not towing like, the domestic weirdness that he's got in mind, okay, he sections her and so she can be cured, and apparently a lot of them actually get cured and come out. But again, these photographs, I put a couple of them on my community page yesterday, and people are saying they're dudes mad. So well, we're going to look into some rare Native American pictures as well out of interest, because some people were saying they look like they got crazy eyes going on, Matt. Yeah, some of them actually do. But I tell you something else they look like as well. Just like the Wild West show, some sort of predictively programming that all of this shit went down when and never, because there was big stone fucking cities and not little Wild West yeehaw places, the saloon. Okay. What you're finding is they all seemingly staged pictures again. So we're going to go into a bit of that narrative a bit later. So what I'm going to do, history hoaxing. Okay, I'm going to call it all at this stage fabricated, and I'm going to offer a load of stuff to try and support that. Okay, it's going to be fun. Okay, there'll be I'm taking you on an emotional ride. There'll be a lot of beauty in this. It'll be mesmerizing. It'll be flabbergasting for you all. I must admit, by the end of this, you're probably going to, don't take Valium, have a nice big fat doobie or whatever it is, but you're going to need one. Okay, because I'm taking you on a crazy roller coaster ride of truth. Are you ready for this? No, I mean, you don't seem ready for this. I mean, are you ready for this? You got to be like, fuck me, this is one of those pivotal moments in history mood, guys. Yeah, a bit like Buzz Aldrin, who just got married, 93. Yeah, to apparently a 60-something-year-old, years younger than him. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? Buzz Aldrin, fuck me, 93. Does all them exciting things, goes to Antarctica, lands on the moon. That's where they are. They're on their honeymoon, by the way. But yeah, it's good news, though, that he still can get it up at 93 for the rest of us, don't you think? Double flat thumbs to Buzz Aldrin. Don't die just yet, Buzz. Well, we love your baldy little head. Okay, keep telling them lies, keeping us all amused. So, happy vibes to you all. Much love to you all. This has been a fantastic week. But as I said, strike while the iron's hot. Okay, so let's get stuck into this. I'm not going to read that comment out. Let's just give you a couple of little... Angie, good to see you. Welcome to you. Jay Dixon, I said welcome 3 times. There was nothing in that. It just came out naturally. But I did add to you at the end, which broke that. Don't even worry about it. Get all warm and cozy feeling. Right, Martin, who's like from Hobbitland. Wales. It's like we're all hobbits here, guys. We got all like little coal fires and little old ladies with bowls of soup and stuff. Deanne, good to see you. I paint a nice picture for you, don't I? Yeah, it's not like that at all. It's like everywhere else, just a little bit better. Trans-apocalypse, sure. See what I mean? I think that some women are women. We're going to look at this. I really do think that some women, not in the case of Sandra got bollocks, or maybe Jennifer Aniston. Some of them. It is a funny subject, though, guys. It does make me giggle. So it is. So basically, later on, to avoid any accusations by YouTube later of any, I'm not going to say the word hate, but dislike speech. That's a good one, because this is all doublethink 1984, isn't it? I'm going to talk about Greta, who we're going to call for this vlog codename Turdberg. So every time I talk about Greta Turdberg, they're not going to know what I'm talking about, and they can't accuse me of shit. Does that make sense? You fucking know it. And all of that set up weird shit this week. What the fucking hell's going on with that? And other current affairs, truthy matters. Only truthy matters. Later, no bullshit. We're going to get struck straight in, okay? Because this is a lot of fucking juice, and I'm not sure whether any of us are actually ready for this. Hi, Emmett. You're lovely, you are, Amy. You're super duper lovely and kind. There's Z in the house. You are like a living fucking legend. Z, the sage. We all love to listen to Z. I sit listen to it forever. Oh, Deb. So yeah, don't take life too seriously, okay? There'll be some serious topics in this. So I'm going to sort of tug on your heartstrings a little bit, but I'll lubricate with some tunes. I don't mean to sound like that. It just comes out like that, guys. And it's not deliberate either, if that's what you're thinking. Chris, Nick, Denise, it's naughty. Shari. Okay, so yeah, we got humor later. We got all sorts of groovy movie stuff, films, and everything. I got an awesome show prepared for you. I am Carios in the house, and OTW I'm going to hook up with very, very soon. Okay, really dig that dude. Super duper smart. And there's Manage in the house, Manny, Fernando. I'm not going to do too much staring at the widescreen thing, because it's like doing my eyes are going weird. All straight lines. Which is not a good thing when I'm going to start presenting. Okay, let's get stuck straight in. Okay, guys, please. And it was just, ooh. And Joe, super duper lovely Joe. And Denk and Chris Scott. Person turquoise waving. I don't know what that means, but it sounds really pleasant. I hope. Squirrel Sniper. I was in a hangout with Squirrel Sniper only a week or so ago. He's my brother. He ain't heavy. You all sung that in unison. When a special moment, almost like a spiritual chant out of the ether. Don't sing it all, because you'll start crying. Okay. Hi, Mark. And we don't want that. Okay, let's have a look at history. There's London Man in the house. What's that name, my brother? And Joyage. Love Joy. It's because it's such a happy name. It always makes you feel full of joy, which is what we like. Okay. They'd love for us to have all grumpy midwinter stuff, wouldn't they, guys? Like they did with all that Rona. This really got on their nerves, just like buzzing all the way through and having a fantastic time. Yo, it's like the best apocalypse ever. This is the best ever. Yeah. Fucking hell. I was social distancing years before them motherfuckers. Fucking got that down, guys. Fucking don't come in. Anyway, let's get stuck in, because this is going to be good. Adi Void, he just had his bongage. Good. That would be advisable, and that probably would help to get your head around all of this, which we're going to look into now. Okay. Happy voyage and enjoy. Okay, here we are. Human zoos. Crazy as it sounds, they had human zoos in, the Great Expositions worldwide, indigenous populations, where they would do their indigenous stuff, what they do in their own country, all dressed like this. So I'm guessing this is the fence to keep them in. So I'm really thinking that they are like kept in. It's just like a big, maybe wood, but it's a high fence. Let's just say that. And they got all of their huts and stuff. So I'm thinking that they actually have to live in these places. So yeah, outside of great temple exhibition hall of one of the exhibitions, And I've actually got some footage of this for a later World's Fair in New York in the 1930s, where they got these people, indigenous peoples, dancing to entertain all of these weird people, which is, I don't know whether they're living there. They seem really well turned out, and they don't seem too impoverished, I must say. Maybe there's a deal going down where they pay them well. She looks a bit startled. Mind you, what is going on with those eyes? Jesus Christ almighty. Excuse my language, but holy fuck, she looks dazed. She doesn't look human. But faked? I don't even know. Oh, what's this? Bushman snares a cage with Bronx Park apes. Okay, when they had these apes and they had the people next to them in the Bronx Park, Filipino people in the Bronx Zoo, next to gorilla cages and animal cages, where they were indeed left in the elements. Oh yeah, they probably give them a hut or something to sleep in, but this is their life. Okay, they're like animals, treated like animals, and only 120 years ago. So what I see going on is, as I've said many times about the Great Expositions, is they're programming the new arrivals into what this world is. And they give you an introduction into all of the tribes, all of the costumes, the customs, and it's like an education program. For check this guy's happy hat, shells on the forehead, some big, what look like jewels, maybe a mirror, and some antennae. Sure, I bet he's a shaman. He is a shaman. You can see you got that shaman thing going on. He's got that serious look. Yeah. Okay. He looks pretty funky. We don't mind him. Okay. And they just bring, I want a monkey or a donkey, as I've explained. Donkeys are cute, the little ones are. So I'm not sure where she is from. She's got a little Tinkerbell things, lovely jewelry, so they don't rip them off. And they also got loads of coins going on. That's part of the clothes tech. So she's like maybe, I don't know, Turkish, which is not like an indigenous population, is it really? So he's a Native American that they take around, and he does bow and arrowing. Looks like he's maybe joined some secret society. Is he an actor? Well, there's only a tent behind, so he's in the exposition. So probably Eskimos. Okay, this is Colombia. Child born at the World's Fair in Chicago in 1904. So they're living there and they're born there, are they? Oh, fucking hell. Suckled by wolves. Oh, an Eskimo child born at the World's Fair. So they were having babies there as well, where they did have the incubators. Holy fuck. That's just mental. So this is the big wheel, isn't it, in Chicago? I've seen this 1,000. Oh, no, this is the St. Louis one. They got a big wheel there like that there as well. In 1904. Let's have a little look there. And you can see the indigenous people walking around it's like a fair, isn't it? It's like a mini world. It is like what Vegas is doing now, little bits of all different countries. Yeah. And the people's interest, I guess they only read about these in books and they see them for real. But, these boys, are they just like having a fantastic time? I'm not getting the vibe that they're really having a fantastic time, if I'm honest with you. Not really. And he looks like he's been taken from, I don't know, Guinea, Papua New Guinea, something like that, Javanese. He's probably an expert in something or other. And the Great Expositions, and of course the old Red Indians, who scalp you. How? Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Taking loads and loads of drugs. Got wicked ether tech, ethers, feathers. And the ladies. Okay, these are not, I guess in this tribe is not that fortunate. And these sharpened teeth they're doing in the modern day, aren't they? Sticking diamonds in some tribal thing. Probably help to pull the meat. I don't even know. But yeah, he looks like he's got a bit of attitude. His arms are folded, so he's on a defensive. He's like, yeah, you motherfuckers. And here is what looks like Wilhelm. So there's Kaiser Wilhelm, Little Willie, the German emperor, and he's coming to see what look like some Masai Mara. They're Masai Mara. So he actually goes to visit them. wonder if they actually live. Yeah, they live in there. They must do. It's just nuts. Okay, what we got here? Let's have a look. Okay, so everyone just wanders around in their little village. You got all of the massive buildings in the background, and then you got all these Americans, or wherever this country is, everywhere in the world, coming around and watching the indigenous population. See, to me, the Senegalese village, West African village rebuilt in all these expositions, right? So these lot can watch them in their native environment doing their stuff. No, I'm not feeling that, guys. I don't know what's going on there. I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling it. It might be good to go to their country and see them doing some of their indigenous dances, or maybe one of these summer fairs for the day, but not like you all live in there. This is a campment. They live in that village, guys, and everyone else lives in there. Oh, I bet there's no human rights abominations going on whatsoever. There's them all fucking butt naked in America or wherever, in the countries that all wear clothes. You know, let's get the natives in. They wear fuck all. Well, it is summer, but I'm just saying, you know, it's not, you know, you don't see people walking around like that much. Not really. And yeah, and their hunting skills, their bow and arrowing skills. I bet that is in a stadium. Watch these boys; they can shoot a wing off of a fly, sort of thing going on. Okay, and I'm not sure who these are, but they're doing a sort of procession through, and everyone just, you know. They don't look too happy to me. And these people, I don't even like it. I'm not feeling either. Maybe just, no, it's just not, it's me, not me. And these are ladies that have been delivered by the look of it. There's boats you'll see in a minute where they're bringing these people, and they're hiding their mouth plates, because they have plates in the bottom of their mouth. So I'm guessing they were told to cover them up. Am I scared of people, eh? This looks like it might be a pygmy. These are pygmies. So pygmies and people with the plates in their mouths. And they just been delivered to go to be on exhibition and exhibit in Great Expositions as part of their bullshit narrative. And I wouldn't trust any of these as far as I can throw them, these lot, and I wouldn't. So the elephant's lovely, and these look Indian. She looks really nice. Oh, if I was a little bit brown, it looks like me. Okay, that's nice. Not too bad. Don't know what their living conditions. No, I don't like that, see. Okay, she's not dressed like a native or anything, but it's like, you know, here's some food and she's behind a cage, essentially. Is not this inhuman? Is this not fucking disgusting? Fucking damn well it is, guys. It's fucking skin crawling. What was this? A little Filipino baby. I wanted this as a thumbnail, but I thought it was too harsh to be actually putting on a thumbnail, because it is. And then these people standing around just gawping at a fucking baby. They should be strung up. That's fucking disgusting, guys. And this woman, yeah, and they're all like partially dressed. Can you imagine these Western dirty old bastards, guys? And this is fucking, you know, Coney Island, the Luna Park, guys. The most glitterous place, you know, in that period. You could even imagine the Luna Park. Yeah, they got this going on as one of their sideshows. Says everything you want to know about the controllers, this, guys. So he's not looking too bothered, having a little giggle, and he's saying, that's just giving me a shiver. He's saying, you're fucked, to that cameraman. You are having it. They're going to have the second laugh here, guys. Can you feel that? Cooking up something. But I don't like this, you know, the kids going up and these fucking, you know, these men, and it's just not on, guys, is it? Not even in like a humanitarian, historical fucking value to go and see it. It just doesn't seem right to me with people in pens. It's weird. And they bring them over on ships like this. So it seems in a lot of cases these are kidnapped anyway. And that's what it is, isn't it? We're looking at kidnapped people, put it to the expositions is what we're looking at. And what a way to keep people anyway. She's got no fucking clothes on and a kid's there. This is these. Yeah, he probably calls himself a fucking Christian too. World's worst, they are. And these children, yeah. What the fuck have they been through, guys? And why do they look like that? They're then feral children. They've just been picked up, shipped over. Many of them. Skin crawling. What about the naked girl? Maybe 15. Just walking around the ship's deck with a load of fucking sailors. And this is the world we're living in. What they do with them all? Great Expositions, apparently. This is some of their costumes of different tribes for different rituals, apparently. They all look like they've seen some entities in the past. This one looks the fish one. Hammerhead shark. Sort of sea theme going on there, I think. I don't know. Oh, this bastard, what have you got a stick for? He's a bastard. Let's have a look at these. So are they in costumes, guys, or are they just being kept in bear skins? You know, Native Americans by the look of them. She looks like she's, you know, fuck me, that face. She pretty much says it all you want to know, I should say, about this whole, and her, this whole case is what that just sums it all up. That bastard's face and her faces. That's what tells me what's going on. Don't need to be too much of a genius to work this shit out. Just got to have fucking motions and see. Yeah, and along the same time, in the same place, this alongside all this caper. Free energy. What is all of this? Look at this. Sorry, I'm having like bad effect off just watching that and looking at them. Just going to recover for a second. So we're going to look at Buffalo as an example. Indeed, Buffalo, New York State, and all of these places had human zoos and human exhibits, even London, by all accounts. And you can see what it says on the wall, can't you? Infant incubators with living infants. They're breeding fucking massive amounts of babies. They just showed you an Eskimo baby born. They're breeding baby centers, guys, for the new fucking whatever this is we've arrived in, the latter half of 11th hour of. Look at it, free electric. Buffalo, the first electrified city. This is Luna Park, actually, this one. Well, we just looked at them kids in this place. So they got all that flash stuff going on, and other humans. Sideshow exhibits. Lovely. Interesting how they light up the portals, and they're for nothing. So they built them in the style of Antiquitech and the double spires and everything else in the style of Antiquitech. Yeah, they do nothing. Oh, yeah, obelisks, probably self-illuminating. What's in the middle of them? The size of these things, guys. Look at the size of these things. Can you imagine walking around this place 100 years ago? It's hard to even imagine, isn't it? Look at the ether glow that you get. The resonance, the ether glow. Beautiful. And look at that tower electrified. So yeah, Edison electrified Buffalo in New York State early on. So it was the first place they say. I don't think so, but they say it's part of the narrative. And, you know, this pisses a lot of people off, especially the people, you know, are on my back, which I like because it shows me that I'm over the ball when all of them start shitting their little pants about what I say. It shows me to forge ahead. Is expositions. Some evidence of them being made? Maybe. I'm not satisfied. It looks to me like they've been gutted buildings and they're tarting it all up. Temporary building products? Maybe, but, you know, on closer scrutiny, there's just too much detail. 1,001 plants, big trees, you know, they built that temporary, out of temporary building materials, and then knocked it down. Because they did. They knocked all of these down in Buffalo. What? Horticultural building. All of these statues, all just for temporary built. You know, what's the effort with just one of those? And there's thousands and thousands in all expositions. Work it out. Because I can't. What about that? And you never see too many people consider, you know, there's supposed to be 800,000 people went through the Buffalo Exposition in 1901. And there's supposed to be millions that go through the Pan Pacific and all, you know, this one, 250,000 people to that exposition there. So just to bring people in, I've shown them into this place. Nobody's got any shopping, any bags. So I'll show you a bit of footage on film in a minute of Buffalo. Fantastic little bit of footage. Shows you that they just go in We're not buying anything. And these are just, in narrative, is they were built temporary. I'm not so sure. The clue, these arches and these quadrigas, right? There was a big do, and I think it was something to do with the end of the war as well, concerning the quadrigas above the Brandenburg Bridge arch in Berlin, because there seems to be some sort of, because Napoleon literally stole that quadriga and took it back to Paris, and had the Franco-Prussian War to get it back. I'm not even joking. So there seems to be something going on with that as well, I've found out, which is mind-blowing. So yeah, electric towers. The whole world is apparently, this is the first you ever see of electricity. That was just an idea this week that I put out there. We are shipping a bottle. Maybe a ship in a bottle on the shelf of a ship. That would be good. So here's some footage of, excuse me, I don't need the volume, of the exposition at Buffalo. And let's check out the people, all immaculately dressed, all covering their heads because of the sun, apparently. And all of this caper has all been built just for not even a couple of years. So there's a few reasons why this thing ended. One of them being that, excuse me, it's glitching. Unfortunately, I will put that back on. President McKinley was actually assassinated at the Buffalo Exposition, and he did make a rather interesting, or almost got through, a rather interesting statement about the usage of the expositions. And then he gets shot and assassinated. And I think it's really telling as to what these things are. And I think it sort of supports what I'm trying to suggest about the fabrication of history. So, excuse me. Okay. So it's a very old film. Okay. So, Lady's Leg. Okay, we want to see the buildings. So, yeah, please feel free to share this out. I'm not going to piss around with that all night, that's for sure. So let's move on. Now, the Pan Pacific, like I said, it has some interesting things. President McKinley was killed there and used that little speech. So, yeah, I'm not buying the narrative for it or its destruction or the priceage. And if you compare what it was built and the cost of its demolition, because they're so solid in my eyes. Okay, yeah. So there he is, President McKinley. He does his last little speech before, who was it? Leo Schultz kills him, shoots him, and he dies of his bullet wounds 12 days later. Expositions are timekeepers of progress. They record the world's advancement. They simulate the energy, enterprise, and intellect of people and quicken human genius. They go into the home. They broaden and brighten the daily life of people. They open mighty storehouses of information to the student. Wow, that sounds like some sort of programming center to me, guys. That really does. And things that got developed in Buffalo were the X-ray machine and the first usage and first hospital as well, with the electric light bulb. So let's have a look at these buildings. What happened to them? Okay, demolished. That seems a shame because it looks absolutely massive. Demolished. Wow, that looks a shame. Demolished, 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 demolished. Whatever extent means. Demolished, 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 demolished. Okay. Well, that seems curious for all of the world's expositions, including Paris, if you ask me. And then there's the demolition costs, like 30 grand, or like, 977. They're going up to like 1 million when the thing hasn't cost half that to even produce, apparently. So, whatever. I'm not buying that either. So, move on. So the expositions are fantastic, though. Imagine traveling in time to the Great Expositions in London, the early one at the Crystal Palace. What are they showing? Well, classical art. Where did they find it? From the classical world. And there's something going on with these as well. Cities seem to have these like on their stations and wrought iron domage. Maybe not for balloons. I was thinking about something else the other day because they're like possible antiquitech possibilities. Maybe charging something else that was in them. I'd have a think about that. So yeah, this is Paris on the banks of the River Seine. So they're leading us to believe that all of this existed only 100 years ago. And there's just a field there and a few trees now. Seems weird. Seems a shame to build all this stuff and just knock it down, doesn't it, guys? And the narrative for, you know, substandard products. I'm not feeling that with this picture. It looks like big, substantial trees. The water system would have to be put in. And no, I'm not really buying that. And balloon journeys. Many people going on a balloon journey. How many's in there? Maybe 100. And the engineering. So you can see, I think we've shown evidence before on Flat Earth British of free energy products in some of these. And this is in Paris. Apparently this is built for the exposition, although it looks really old and really fucked up. It really does. It looks like it's not a new building at all. I can appreciate the photographs grainy, but it looks all overgrown and like it's been there for a long time. And that elephant looks like it's been there forever also. So what's going on with that then? Also, it looks like there's a radar dish on top of there. I don't know whether you can see that. Maybe it's just the reflection of the dome. I don't know. But the first place ever electrified before the cities. Before the cities. Don't you find that weird? And these huge, massive hangars, far as the eye can see, with steam trains inside, for God's sake, guys. What? Whole trains. That'd be really good. I love trains. And look at this here with the fleur-de-lis on it, guys. It's just in your face. The M's all over it. Fleur-de-lis and an M. Missouri. What is it? What is it? You go in there and what? And this, the column, with the M's again. And the old Phoenician theme. And this in the background, these pyramids. I think. And the size of these bloody places. Be like dots. Temporary. Hard to swallow that. He's spent all this effort for just a few years, all that expense. The one in San Francisco bugs me the most because it was 9 years after the city was entirely wiped out. So in 9 years, they managed to rebuild the entire San Francisco and build the greatest exposition. The Pan-Pacific Exposition makes no sense to me at all. Look at this. Temporary. It's just the effort, the attention to detail. They must have took like, what, forever to build this. I just can't even get my head around it. And every city, London, look at this. If you imagine standing there, there's nowhere like that on earth now. Nowhere as beautiful and elegant as that, is it? And that's St. Louis. Take me to St. Louis. And these rotundas. And they're like replicators in all of the expositions and the smaller ones. Looks like the Oxford Cambridge camera, the Oxford Radcliffe. And the old Phoenician domage. Look at this, the quality. It's really hard to believe that they use substandard quality products to produce this. It just doesn't ring true. Double. Look at the size of them obelisks. And this year, I can't imagine how long this took. Even the grounds, it's just like, what's the effort in that? Oh, mind-blowing, mind-blowing. Look at these gondolas. Go up and down canals in Buffalo. I don't know what it's like in a modern day. I don't know if it's still full of canals, but in the old days, look, that. They're people, by the way. Yes, them tiny little dots are the people, just to put that into perspective. Holy shit. It is massive. Didn't know that. Wow. Just breathtaking. I don't know what the hell is going on. Big wheel. Look at this thing. Nah, they just demolished them all, and it was really hard work to get rid of them all. Makes no fucking sense. Oh, that's some old star footage there for sure. Star footage. Wow. Let's have a look. Here's McKinley. Is it? Is it President McKinley coming to arrive? I look at it. I think it is. He's going to say that little speech. Basically, tell people what one really. And then get a bullet. It's funny how many American presidents get shot. I think that Ronald Reagan one was definitely set up, though, guys. Yeah, Ronnie's a proper spanner. He would easily die. He'd fucking die if you blew at him. Yeah, so nah, I'm not buying that. Not if Carter didn't get shot, did he? No. I'm guessing Nixon's dead, isn't he, guys? He's not going to be alive, is he, Nixon? He's probably dead now, isn't he? He was weird, wasn't he? He was a bit of a one. Something's on fire over there. Might be just a chimney burritos. It's hard to believe, isn't it, guys? It's just mesmerizing. You know, there's some of it being put in there. Or the canal is dug up, is it? Yeah, it looks like the canal. What the fuck are they? They're like what you get on the pylons to go take electricity to different places. Transformers. Robots in disguise. My God, that's mad. That's mad. Yeah, a few people turned up, yeah. The parade is at 6 o'clock. So it's a bit like Disneyland, this bit, innit? Look at that big rock thing. Definitely a bit of Disneyland going on there. Castle at the end. Because it's America. You got loads of castles. There's another one there. It's weird, isn't it, guys? Nothing they told us about this in school, did they? They just wouldn't. So it's electric. I mean, it's got no exhaust. It's not petrol. So I would go on that is an electric car, truck thing. Bus. Oh, fasces. And all of them are 100% definitely light bulbs. Light bulbs, light bulbs. Wow. I bet this is charging them. No, really. They knew about it. Oh, there's them canals. How fucking fantastic would that be? To James Bond speedboat thing. Yeah, feel fantastic until like your girlfriend's standing up and she like hits the bridge face first. That's not cool. That would not go down well. Don't do that. Don't have that bad James Bond moment, guys. Okay, if you can, try to be epic. So a lot of Phoenician shit going on here, isn't there? Shells and fishy ladies. It's all wonderful, isn't it? There he is, McKing. Oh, it might not be. I think that's just St. Louis. But another do-goods American person talking about stuff. I bet it's riveting. But they're on the edge of their seats. They're nudged by their wives. So there's more expositions. We have questioned this weirdness. Why they got live sort of looking. I don't even want to look at it. It's doing me in. Yeah, and places from all over the world. Let's have a little scroll through because I don't want to be on these forever. Oh, it was the last two anyway. So there you are, the banks of the River Seine, which is insane. And all of that shit's gone. Like every bit of it, except for the aerial. The rest is gone. But there's questions with that aerial as well. I'm not sure what's going on with the Eiffel Tower. And in London, okay, they had what was called in 1884 the Health Exhibition. But weird thing about it is seemingly nothing to do with health. And what it is seemingly a load of actors acting like they're from another England that doesn't probably even exist. You know, English Civil War time, maybe 1600s. That's interesting, isn't it? They built that, right? Yeah, just to fill in this little bit of museum or exposition and these water things and all of that. And it looks dirty. Does this look temporary, guys? We're actually looking at photographs of that time. No, really. Look at the effort. It's weird. Okay, so in London, they had in 1884, they had a health thing, nothing to do with health, but they got like old English streets. So they're not from that time. So these are actors. Okay, got that. Seems a lot of tech stuff going on though. Wow, tripping me out. This is mad. Wow, all that just for, and then they put it there for a couple of years and then took it down, or even not even that long in a lot of these cases. Do you buy that? So it looks pretty fine, solid to me, guys. That castle don't look like it. That don't look like it should be taken down or is taken down. But it shows that they fake shit because they're faking stuff here, aren't they? They're faking this time period in this in the 1880s. which is interesting to think that they're faking the narrative even then. And we have the entertainment for the London health thing, which is Chinese rock band. And I bet they're awesome. I can imagine what they sound like, though. It's pretty crap, innit? It's like, tonking, king, tonking, king. It's like, fucking hell, no. I'm getting hungry now. I want a fucking chow mein. So I'll link that to you as soon as this show finishes. Now, how many people got watching? I don't even know. It doesn't matter. Please, could you share this out? Happy, beautiful people. Hi, Joe Guilford. Let's go to Sniper Hat Pants on. Have everybody. Please, make sure to share this out. Okay, let's just get in with it. So, in official narrative that you all got told in school and stuff, they told you that, oh, yeah, they fucking wiped out the Indians. How'd they do it? Smallpox blankets. What? Yeah, blankets infected with smallpox. So I used to think about that. I was thinking, well, like, so the infection lasts all that time on the blankets, and then they give them to the Indians, and they all like, thanks, and they all drop dead. So it don't seem too much like to support this hypothesis, if you ask me. It seems a lot of stupid as fuck paintings that have been made in the modern day, no photographs, obviously, or any. That's not evidence that they killed and then took their buffalo, then the nuke, okay, and their other stuff. You know, they seem pretty poxy free in the days of Debray, don't they? Theodore Debray. They're all like chowing down at that time. But apparently, apparently everyone had fucking pox, which is a pretty bad thing. I think we've all been inoculated, so we don't all look like that, they tell us. Of course, smallpox would have been proper apocalyptic if it had been real. But there you are. So, yeah, they're saying that they infect them. So is that the case? Did they really kill an entire continent full of people and put the rest into essentially zoos or concentration camps? Some of them got to roam the lands, but not for long, because the railroad came in the cities and that was the end of it. But here they are. I think they're the Navajo, and they're out, you know, this is their back garden. You know, where do you live? They don't even do countries. They do, this is my back garden. But interesting, that stone thing, isn't it? I know what many would say about that. I know. And there's Chief smiling. Looks a bit set up, doesn't it? Because there's a cameraman standing there, and like the horse is like, oh fucking hell, here we go again, cameraman time. Yeah, I'm saying it's pretty easy going, you know, the horse with the camera and stuff. Okay, so we got a Native American woman with a baby, really beautiful embroidery and stuff, and they knocked her up in the wigwam, you know, in the teepee. And what was she got on your little shells? Little bell shells. That's a good flat of British thing, bell shells. So that's nice, but it's in a studio, and obviously that's not the world behind her, so it's proper setup. She don't look too happy. She looks like maybe further south, maybe she's crying. Don't know. Colombian, something like that. I don't know. I don't feel that she looks North American Indian. I hope she's not upset, because that would upset me if she was upset. She got something to carry stuff around on her head, which is a really brilliant idea. Western people should have definitely took that on. I put stuff on my head. Fuck them. They look at me funny. I'm carrying it on my head. Fuck you. Fucker. Okay, some tribal stuff. Oh, they got the eye going on. The evil eye, maybe. So yeah, I would say this is some sort of costume for ritual. And he's showing you his new tablet, and he looks like Jock McGrock. That guy don't even look North American Indian. Honestly, he looks like he's from fucking Govan. All right, he looks a bit battered. Nice hat. Looks Russian. Looks Russian. String vest made from the reeds of the river. And my favorite lovely tablet, my Apple iPad tab face, that is, isn't it? I wonder what the ring's for in the nose. I wonder what it does. It's not safe. You could catch it on stingy nettles and pull your fucking nose out. So a bit of fishing, that would be sensible. She looks completely normal. That don't even look like an Indian lady, North American Indian, does it? Native. She looks like Granny Bolowski. Doesn't even matter. Here we are picking the ganja for later. Okay, it might not be ganja. It doesn't matter. So they're not how I imagine Native American women at all. Hair's immaculate. What do they use? Vosine. Yeah, because they're worth it. I don't even know. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Probably break everything down. She's beautiful, right? Don't say she's a he, because that would be cruel on her. And that's obviously a girl. She looks like she's from India. Maybe. God, look at them eyes. They're piercing. They're right through my soul. She don't look happy. She don't look happy at all. Don't cry. She's got beautiful hair. Look how beautiful the hair is. Fucking hell, what did they... No, this is haunting. It's giving me shivers first time I seen her. Oh, them eyes. What can they tell you about somebody, guys? She's got blonde hair. She's white. She's got something on her pineal gland. She's got a lot of tech going on here. Shells and such. Kidnapped maybe early on. I don't know. It's difficult to say, but look at them eyes. Proper haunting now. Proper haunting. Ooh, shivers. So here's all sitting bull. He looks a fucking leathery old bastard. Don't need no offense. But look at that skin. How the fucking hell did he get so leathery? He's lovely, though. I bet he cooks lovely. Ooh, what do they eat? What do Native Americans eat? I noticed they had the Phoenicians around. Check this. This is their boat. This is the Mexicans, so they got Quoxy cattle riding fucking shotgun. They look Phoenician, dragon. Norse even got dragons, haven't they? Chinese got dragons. Bosch got dragons. Coming to the beach, as you do. This is a shaman, obviously, because he's got shaman look about him and he looks like he's chanting. No, he's not just being a silly sausage. He's chanting. Check the curls here. Tell me that's not to do with tech. The bits of wire, I mean. I'm not so sure about the pines. Yeah, he's proper off his nut, isn't he? He's got trousers on. Nobody bought them. I don't know what that thing is behind him. It looks like the craziest tree I've ever seen. Maybe his trip is working on us. Fucking hell. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is an Eskimo suit. Don't scream. Okay, it's a real thing. It's to keep baby warm. Okay, or little one warm in Eskimo land, which is lovely and cute. Although if that comes up to you, feed me in the middle of the night, you'd probably have a cardiac arrest anyway. We don't want to have any more of them. Sudden death things. I don't know why I'm laughing. I find it all comical. It is comical. Come on, guys, laugh. Laugh with me. The world's ludicrous. It's pathetic. Fucking wrong with them. Fuckos. I love that hair. My hair's like that today. I'm gone for the warm winter cutchy feel. Not too much. Worry about appearance too much. Yeah, these early camouflage. But yeah, I can't exactly say what's going on. Oh, this one. That's like that. I know what this is. This is when they recorded that Bigfoot video on YouTube. That looks really real. I'm actually quite unnerved by that. So obviously, somebody in there, isn't there? I don't know, just check. Yeah. Brilliant. So I'm guessing that's hunting. And here's some people on their totem poles. Totem scrotum. It's weird how they rhyme, isn't it? They're phallic. Maybe that's just me. I read into things a lot. And what are these? They're beaks. They're fucking beaks. Look at this cat. Holy fuck. Yeah, this is very, very juicy. It is just mad juicy. What are we looking at? Well, you wouldn't be able to take ayahuasca sitting there. Look at these. In fact, they could just give you water and you think, fucking hell, that was amazing. You're turned into monsters and stuff. Oh, that's weird. That is weird. I wonder what they do with them. They play touchy beak. Let's play touchy beak. Check the touchy beak. Maybe not. So there's a guy in a very, very skimpy little square chamois leather thinking about jumping in, but he don't want to wet his hair. because he got his hair proper nice. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at that loving face. Yeah, I'm killed no one him, hardly. Huh? So caring. That's Uncle Terry. Uncle Terry. The good Uncle Terry, not the bad Uncle Terry, the good one. We all know uncles are bad. What about this? She's doing the old, help me, one Kenobi. You're my only hope. She's doing Princess Leia. I don't know what other people, the Phoenicians have them. I've seen Madonna do this. But she got that lazy eye. They could have sorted that out. She's got a lazy eye, has she? She's got a lazy eye. They're not your own eyelashes. Jesus H. Christ, they are massive long. But, so yeah, you got to get some stuffing to make bread and do some fishing. Check him out. Let's have a look at him. Oh yeah, he looks a bit more like Aboriginal, maybe. Okay, he's only wearing bear skins and that. But what you fucking need, guys, if you're getting fish out of the river and stuff, you don't need anything. Fucking, you ain't got a supermarket. He's not nipping down to the spa. He's getting himself an eagle. Hence his name. Two dogs fucking. How? They got nice shoes. Look at their shoes. Oh, I bet they hug the rocks and you don't actually get your feet cut. Oh, there's somebody nutty. Hide your eyes, ladies. This is disgusting. There's a bear bum. Think that's dangerous, bear bum fishing? Oh, I don't know. What if you had to run? You get all like just flopping around like that? If it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. It's not the way to go. Okay, so they live like this, you know, the Native Americans. They sit around in the east. I had a teepee, a wigwam when I was a boy. I used to take to my friends' house, and just friends' houses, and put it out their back. Say, I'm staying here. My wigwam out your back. Take you with me. I was a nomad. There's a nomad. He's got a gun and an arrow in case he runs out of bullets. So he looks like he's tribal, something or other. Right, this cat, check his clothes. Well, that's a hat. Sorry, I haven't got a happy hat. That's a happy hat. What's in it? Is that what they called them Mexican hats? I got one in the room. I can't remember what they're called. It's one of them, isn't it? Yeah, hombre. He definitely looks Mexican. God, I bet he's cooking in there. Okay. Oh my God, look at the tech. Oh, is it? Oh, he reminds me of oh, I don't know. Bit of Carlos Santana going on, maybe a bit of Tony Iommi, Black Sabbath, something like that. Let's look at his head. What the fuck? Made that in arts and crafts. They haven't got much imagination. And there you are. There's your Native American. You're gonna need a wagon train in a circle because they're gonna go all the way around with their bows and arrows while they're being shot with guns because they're really stupid. Not. I'm fucking buying that for a second. That's suicide. And these American Civil War battles. Oh, let's all stand opposite one another and fire our muskets at one another at practically point blank fucking range. Anyone playing? They'd be masked. No one would play, guys. Obviously, this is just bullshit. I not imagine any human being. Bells on his fingers and bells on his toes. She said music wherever she goes. So, well, I bet that makes a racket. I'm guessing you're not good at hunting, but they have gay Indians, though. We've all seen that film with Dustin Hoffman and a little big man. There's a gay Indian on there, but all of the village loved him, and he was funny. You know, he was the likable village one. Gotta have a village fat guys. All right. So I don't know, Chief Big Feather. He's a flasher. He opens that. They're sick of him. He does it all the time. Okay, let's try this. That might not be true. I cannot confirm that, guys. That might not be true. Yeah, he's got a mask on. See, you think right? Halloween is scary, don't you? And Scream masks and it. No man. Watch Flat Earth British. Scare the bejesus out of you. The shit you got on there. Look at that. When's the last time you seen that? Like Ned Bar. What's she saying? Or what is it saying? It's saying, fuck me, what a laugh. Flat Earth British is awesome. Flat thumbs is what it's saying. Oh, look at her. Oh, she's lovely. She's my grandmother that I never had. She might be my guardian angel. Everyone got a Native American guardian angel. Isn't that weird? Wonder what's going on with that. Oh, after 3. Oh, we'll have another. Oh, I love his wig. Where'd you get? There's no way that old guy got black hair like that, is there, guys? Eh? Really? You haven't gone grey? Looks like you got leprosy. Looks like a Klingon. What the fuck is going on? I guess some people just get weathered when they're out on the plains of America, dodging fucking cavalry. Yeah. Trying to protect their homelands, and all of these people are coming try and nicked, apparently. And then you find the population, like a lot of them got blue eyes, blonde hair, bit ginger. Some of them are doing the Leilu or the help me one Kenobi or my only hope thing going on. Look at that hair. That is super duper good. She's beautiful. And where could she be from? Not that dark. She does look Native American. She's just like a friend of mine's granddaughter, actually. And look at that's that actress, isn't it? The one that's out of Charlie's Angels, the lesbian one. What's her name? The really nice, fanciable one. The best one. No. Not, what's her fucking name? She looks like her. But all that tech going on. Don't even worry. Just indulge me. Cool, he got some features going on him, haven't you? Valen fucking Tino. Jesus fucking Christ. Jeez. So he's got a suit on thing going on under there. He's made to look like look at this. You skanky fuckers. Yeah, stick a sheet over yourself, mate. Yeah, strike in. Oh, we looked at you. You were nice. We like your eyelashes. Beautiful. Yeah, got to catch a fish. You got a wig on. They could be actors. Wig, bare skin. They got Levi jeans at this period. You know it. She's like, yeah, whatever. You just gave me a fucking buck. Oh, what's with the head wet? That's just a rag. Wow, them eyes are glassy. Wonder what she cut her hair with. Maybe a sharp shell. The way it looks really messed up. Glassy eyes. God, these are just like mad compelling, these pictures, I must say. Just, whew. So much can be told from looking in people's eyes, guys. And their faces, their lives, everything they've seen. Expect they got the same dreams as us, only most people want shit that they can attain. And they stay miserable because of it, because the telly of something that told them they're supposed to have it. Oh, she's a witch. No doubt about her. Oh, she looks wise. I'd sit with her, and if she'd let me, I'd probably get on her nerves, so she'd probably shoo me away. Shoo away, Welshman. Shoo away. You're very annoying, Welshman. Go away. So, yeah, check his hat. All right, yeah, don't know. Okay, they got the shells going on. No, that's definitely a tech. Seashells. All it's on the back of a brain and a back and a spine. Yeah, and the jewels. It's got to be linked to the chromatic system. It's got to be linked to the Kundalini, this technology. You know, they must be feeling pretty fab about things. What do you think? Looks like you got a Phrygian hat on. Okay, there they are. Voting on a fire like they do. Going, oh, yeah. And he's like, here they come. The fuckers gonna nick everything, steal everything, kill all of us with plague blankets. Although that was supposed to be earlier on. They had the American-Indian Wars. That was supposed to be horrendous. Everybody died, except for the whites, of course. Just all the Indians. Okay. I'm going to come back for a moment because, you know, I need to see you all. I need to refresh my Brian. Okay, let's have a look here. Well, I'm only watching 730. Super fantastic. Great. And look what your word going. So you're enjoying the show so far? Lots more to come. You're going to be very surprised. This is a juice fest. Okay, Martin's gift for you for the new year. This is the way it's going to be from now on. Okay, is juiciness. We're on it, guys. It's so much fun. I can't even believe it. Yes, Coop. Okay, vibes is in the house. We love vibes. We love all of you. We've made a fantastic community. We all know it's special at this moment in time as well. Kelly Dolan, I had a message that you was like blocked. I don't block fucking anyone. Don't do that shit. I let other people. I can't bother with all of that. I don't have to want to need an energy connection and feeling bad later because I block some fucker or something. I don't want all that. Anyway, Elon said his young cousin is injured on Twitter. Well, yeah, he's part of the agenda. We'll have a look at him a bit later as well. No, we will. No, I didn't want him. I don't want him. I got a cramp in my finger clicking. Anon, good to see you, Dinan. It's because he's fucking cold. Avidas. It's all right though. It's quite nice. Got like osmotic fog out there. Don't breathe it because it makes you go breathe funny. It's horrible. It freezes up your lungs. In fact, I don't like that fog stuff. Seen the film The Fog? No shit. There's a TV series called The Rig. If you do watch that, that's about spooky fog. Oh, you're loving it, Kimberly. Good news. Good news. Well, we have more to come. Okay, just having a little break. Let's have a little sip. Composing my brain. Because we got more to go on Flat Earth British. So, yeah, it's been a busy week. We've had a couple of good groovy posts, as I said. We have more to come in the very near future. So, there's loads to look forward to this year on Flat Earth British. If you want to keep up with the juice, make sure to subscribe. That would make perfect sense. And click that notification bell would be a good thing because apparently it works. Although that's not really the case because 54,000 people should have been notified that I went live. So where are they? YouTube don't like truth. They really don't like this, but we're doing it in the best possible taste. They can't really scalp dance. There is pictures of people who's apparently been scalped by Indians, but I'm not buying that. Kapalosha, Sage, and Kowo, and Alvaberry, who's my bruvs, and Cheats, my bruv. Okay, Denise is in the house, Petit. Okay. Super fantastic. Great. Flat Thumbs, let's get stuck into the juice. Okay. Don't hang around. Got too much to get through. Okay. Okay. Super smashing great. And we'll look what you would have won. Okay. So that's in a bit. Okay. Now we're going to look at some mental women. Now, apparently, I'll give you the narrative for this. These are photograph collection. Although, would you say that was a dude? I'm not actually so sure. You've got some blokes in the 1980s heavy metal bands that look a bit like her, don't you? I don't know. It looks, I just get that. I'm undecided. Okay, well, don't be anybody laughing because that would be cruel. So the thing is here, right, is these women have been put into a mental institution in Sussex because their husbands have got annoyed with them for not actually doing as they're told in this period. Apparently, domestic pre-thinking was not done, so you have to do what you're told. So they get sent for correction. So I don't know if that's like drug them up, lobotomy, and everything else. Some do get out apparently, and apparently then they do as they're told. And this is apparently the way. Some people said that was a dude. I'm not so sure though. And they're dressing up, and there's definitely a backdrop. So possibly, because they all got these stupid bonnets and they all got these headscarves. Feel sorry for her. She's a bit cross-eyed, but you can do that. I can do cross-eyed. You could just piss around doing cross-eyed. And what's with the Auschwitz top on? Okay, no. I no wonder her husband sent it. No, that's terrible. Look at her. She's happy. They got brilliant drugs in there, haven't they? Brilliant. The best she's thinking. No, she looks like. The thing is, I don't understand how people are mentally ill in the first place because it's all conditioning and they're all just like mental about the stuff that's not real, which is weird in itself. But I have seen mental illness real, like because my mother went demented from traveling the world, jumping on all jet planes everywhere in the world to like her eyes went funny first. Within maybe 2-3 years, she was gone. I mean, she was away with the fairies. It was fucking pitiful. Stick in the eye for a woman like that, beautiful woman like that. So, no, I'm not buying that that's a dude, although I'm not seeing much on the old jug age. That looks really flat-chested, and she is doing some concealing of the hands. That's looking a bit like... no voice back. I don't know. Maybe, guys. Maybe all actors. just to give you that narrative of, like gladiators fucking being eaten by Christians and all of that stuff going down. It's just like this scaremongering thing. So she looks quite demented, but she looks like a dude also. Well, that one. Still not too much going on the juggage. Quite big shoulders. I don't know why we try and investigate in the Victorians. It's worth doing though. It's a good laugh, isn't it? She got the Auschwitz top as well. She looks a bit like Paul McCartney, the first one. Maybe not. Looks blokey. What about her? Stupid bonnet, stupid costume, stupid shorts, all stupid. She just looks stupid. She looks like, I'm a lady. Huh? Actors? It's like they do it because nobody in apparently Cinderella is allowed to be. They only have a boy Cinderella, and Cinderella's a chick. It's weird. And what is it? Robin Hood's always got to be a chick when they are in pantomime. Like, what the fuck is with that? And you got Widow Twanky as well. She's a tranny. What's this? She looks unbelievably unhappy. Don't like that. So she looks a little bit like the Queen, like one of the royal family, maybe. She looks like Queen Victoria. She's got a bit of snot going on there. Maybe it's a shadow. I don't know. I'm reading into it too much. Let's have a look at her. Yeah, she's just like, one of. Well, yeah, yeah, she's got silk on though, guys. She's not skinned. And here's the guy. His name is. He took this photographic collection, and his name is. Oh, I did take a note. Dr. Hugh Walsh Diamond, and he took these photographs between 1498 and 1458 over a 10-year period. Okay, looks like he's hiding a stiffy there, and it was in there. And they put them all in there. Correctional facility for ladies that don't do their tours is the narrative. Look at the size of that fucking place. They are having a giraffe. There's something else going on there. That's just mental. Okay. Now, I think we should have a little break in a minute of something humorous, but I think we should just get stuck in because it's going to take 10 for never. So the war, World War II, what can we believe of it? Really, the narratives, the narrative for this, I've thought about a million times and I just can't buy it. I can't get it around my head of what they say. So let's just get things into perspective here, guys, is it? So in World War II, the Allied bombing campaign. Okay, so the Allied bombing campaign, America and the British dropped 2 million tons of high explosives on Germany, destroying 60 cities. The Germans, in response, dropped 25,000 bombs in total, only damaging and destroying no British cities. That's a massive difference between 2 million tons to 25,000 bombs, as all the Germans did. But the narrative for the Battle of Berlin, 2 weeks of hell, apparently once the Russians won, they were apparently to give them free rein to rape the women of Berlin. Well, I can't get my head around that. And some of the footage of the movie footage doesn't resonate that is going on. Like this is from a really gnarly movie, Lady in Berlin, where she's repeatedly raped over and over again. Some women were apparently raped to death. So the narrative is, what the Germans say, is 100,000 women were raped. 10,000 women died as a result, and many killed themselves. Okay, this figures or these numbers has been disputed by Russia, but they do not deny it. Right. Well, I can't get my head around that. I just can't imagine the inhumanity, like all of these men were that evil. And then they got these victory parades, and then they're doing all of, just can't fucking get my head around it. Another thing I can't get my head around is the biggest bombardment, one of the biggest bombardments on aerial bomb drops of World War II was on the Battle of Berlin. 2 weeks of 40,000 Katyusha positions firing on this place constantly, and airdrops of high explosives constantly. And what you find is the city doesn't disappear. All of it is still there. All of it is still there. They're just gutted, a lot of them, and the people are living in the basements. And you know what you never see, considering it was one of the most bombed cities in Europe? No craters. You don't see any craters in any of the shots. This is Cologne, where precision bombing by the Allies, they managed to splatter every single thing around Cologne Cathedral, but the bridge as well. But conveniently, across the road as well. But uniquely, they completely, it's still standing and they missed it. But again, buildings are still standing. The station is still standing. One of the biggest bombardments of the Allies. Destroys a lot of building, but it's damaging. Some areas are wiped out, but it's damaging, and the buildings are there. The city's there. And Dresden, again, the buildings are there, heavily damaged, but the frames are still there. But they cleared this entire area, and they never got built to the 50s, apparently. Response, the Luftwaffe, the Blitz, a lot of British cities had heavy bombing in the centre, but it was just streets had got blown up and small areas and buildings. The most bombs out of the 25,000 that were dropped by the Luftwaffe were on London docks and the East End of London. Most of it. You got Coventry, you got Swansea, you got Plymouth, you got stacks of cities that got bombed, but not what they did to Europe, which is some sort of crime against humanity in itself. The Reichstag building, crazy Tartarian building, survived one of the biggest battles. But this thing here on top of the Brandenburg Gate, this quadriga, is being sought after by Napoleon, and it seems to be a bit of a trophy. I got pictures of it now taken down to be refurbished. But again, where are these shell holes? You're telling me the bombers bombed everything and managed to miss all of that? This is some sort of miracle. So there it is, the quadriga. It's made of copper or brass. They brought it down because it's absolutely full of bullet holes and stuff. They managed to clean it up pretty well by here. And there's the Brandenburg Gate. So it's all being tatted up. You can see the Russians, I just can't imagine, right? Say that this is what they've done, right? So massive city, they built a wall across it. They split it off into 4. The East German side are going to have fuck all, just like dystopian state. And the West got it all of that, materialistic bullshit going on, right? I can't get my head around why the Germans, after they've had 10,000 women kill themselves and 100,000 women raped, don't have these fuckers later. How come they weren't fucking stabbing them in the neck and stuff like that in the night? Oh, they should have been killing them all and took it back. But there was none of that going on, which leads suspicion to yeah, man, you'd have a lot of people fucking killed if that was the case. Because it would. How many husbands are going to be pissed off? Because their frau's fucking not a frau. No, I don't buy it. So that was the state of it on top of the Brandenburg Gate. You think, anyway, in my head, maybe there were some sort of reprisals after the war. Just digging away at them. 1950, they did it then. So it's 5 years after the war, and it was mangled till then, this quadriga. So there it was, apparently, 1814, when Berlin was occupied by the armies of Napoleon Bonaparte. They occupied it, and then they went off to Russia. And as we know the story, when he got to Moscow, it was empty, etc. But he stole the quadriga, and he had it shipped back to Paris. And in the Franco-Prussian War, 1875, they nicked it back. It's just, what? There he is. That's obviously, he's not nicked it himself because it's massive, but it's to show you that Napoleon stole the quadriga. Interesting how that would have so much importance. Because it's the fucking real thing from the classical world. And there's another quadriga, and there it is now. In the modern day, you can see it's all replaced, but they got them in Paris. London has them. There it was, taken away. It's absolutely massive. The horses are a lot bigger than they look when they're up there. Crazy. And some of the Allied bombardments just leave the cities. Not like San Francisco, nothing standing, nothing left. It's spooky. It's fucking spooky. So if you were a German kid, yeah, you got to fuck around on Russian tanks and stuff. I'm guessing this is in Checkpoint Charlie, you know, British section, because there's British troops in the occupied, and they had a bit of competition to get these buildings. It didn't take them long to tart up the insides and get it all back livable. So what, a year or so before, it's all in tatters, but now you can swim in the river and all of that heavily human abuse stuff never happened. What happened to this girl in 1945? Don't want to know. But maybe she was staying in a dasher in the country or something, avoided it all. Who even knows? So there it is before the war. Look how beautiful it was, guys. Fountains, marching because, and this thing, which is massive. And all cities, major cities, got these things, haven't they? And there it is later. Looks like they were shooting at it because there's one going straight through it there. And all of this classical masonry. Look at that, Jesus. Absolutely nuts. And there's the Reichstag. It took a little bit longer, but they turned it into one of those Venetian buildings, you know, the greenhouse at the top. But they were staying in the mudflood cellars, look, guys, for protection. But the shell's still there, you know, you could touch that up, which is what they did, as you can see. Still there, just battered. With some precise aerial bombing, because there's not a crater to be seen anywhere. Look at that, guys. Imagine seeing that. Imagine living amongst it. Something we just take for granted is our life without, like, looking like that. But that fountain, that water source is working fine. Old water source pumping away from underground. And then they took no time at all to fit, you know, to get the food ready and the food down. So they farmed wherever they could. And this is that central monument in the park in Berlin. Look at the size of that child there. That thing is massive, massive. There it is there. Similar to what we think was under this round thing, under the Washington Monument, actually. It's got a similar setup underneath. So there they are, supposed to be, you know, murdering, raping hordes. They stole everything from all of the people in Berlin, excluding their toilet seats, by all accounts. Took everything, stole everything, and took what they wanted. Okay. You'd think that they want to get them back for that. I'm not even included, and I feel something. What is this fascist thing going on? What are they? Interesting with the Zepp. I saw the Phoenicians, and that's it before the war. It was like that. Massive fasces, guys, with angel on top. Telling you all. There's the Reichstag. And a bit of Egypt. Blackened, but not gone. Pretty cool. And this department store here, it's gutted, but look at it there in its heyday. So before the war, there's the underground trams. After the war, pretty fucked up, but they get it back. They get it back, tidied up, all of it. So here's Monty. He's like pinning a medal on you. Well done, old chap. Nice job on all the mass rape. Good job, good job. Thank you, General. So they do all this weird fucking sucking up, and he was dodgy as fuck. We loved his boys, didn't he? I mean, keeping fit with them. I mean, obviously. Oh, there's General Alexander over there. He was in the First World War. So there you are, buttering one another up, a load of staged bullshit that they done good stuff and all of this stuff, and enter the ceremony with their costumes and the theatre of war, and they don't give two shits in the men's club. It all played out, televised, rolled out, endless Audie Murphy films, and on you go. All believable. He looks like he's a con man. Look at his eyes. He's like, I got the bastard, and he's got the eyes of I got the bastard going on as well. Monty, keep them knees up, boy. Keep them knees up while he's touching your bum. Not good. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. So yeah, but the video evidence of, you know, this famous video evidence. I don't want to play any. I'm going to scroll through because I don't want to get copyrighted, because I'm sure we'll talk about it. But, you know, it's just after, and life's getting back on. This is the British sector. Let me show you. Excuse me. Oh, that's as big as it gets. And the Brandenburg Gate, they're just touching it up, but you can see life getting back. I find it like astounding that the Russians ordered the people to remove all the rubble, and you can see the women later on, and they're all, there they are, all smiling, quite happy. Seem to have, cocky, seem to have got over all of that pretty quick, if it's the case. And 100,000 women, most of the population of Berlin should be half Russian. 100,000, how many got pregnant? A large percentage, yeah. So a lot of these would have been knocked up. I don't want to take anything away from these people. I just can't get my head around that really happened, guys. I just really can't. That just seems too inhuman and too weird. Can you imagine that happening in the modern day? Not can you fuck? That'd be like some sort of hell, wouldn't it? Again, you don't see no craters, guys, in any of these. What is going on with the absence of craters? And the only stuff you can buy is on the black market. You can see some black marketeering going on with cigarettes and stockings and tights, and abuses of people carries on right the way through. In the American military handbook, like given to them by the military, it states that you can buy a German woman for as cheap as a bar of chocolate and some stockings. So they literally dehumanize the German women and say, well, they're just all whores. You can buy them for a fucking bar of chocolate in the American fucking manual, which I find, again, hate against the Germans. What did they fucking do? No. 2 million fucking tons of bombs, 25,000 in reprisal. He could have gassed as he could have done. Oh, like the biggest army fucking ever. It just makes no sense. None of this. This makes no sense with the narrative, is what I'm saying. Just saying. That's my honest opinion. And then they all remove the rubble. All women. Not hardly any men. Because they're all dead. Killed. The Battle of Berlin. I bet that boy there, I bet he had a Panzer Shrek and blew up a few fucking Russians. I bet he did. I would have. If I was a kid in Battle of Berlin. There you are. That is fantastic. That it just makes me think anyway. Anyway, we're moving on. Right, I'm going to take a break a second. What we're going to see here now is this really horny. It's Martin's Truffy video that he made. Okay, so what it is 60s dancers. Okay, to cheer you all up in case you're all miserable, which I know you're not. Okay. Basically dancing in their knickers and stuff. Okay. It's really good. It's okay. Don't worry. All is good. Okay. All I have to do, though, is pause it there and make sure I can hear it. My computer just went off. Okay. Make sure to share this out, please. This awesome juiciness. You've got loads more to come, guys. You're going to be flabbergasted. We've only been going an hour and a half. We have quite a way to go, yeah. Awesome juiciness. You've got loads more to come. Okay, I just want to make sure the volume comes out. Okay, enjoy. Listen to the important words. Cool. Can't walk on the moon. I hope you're dancing at home. Like that, in the mirror. God, this is brilliant. Crazy crap. This is what drugs does, guys. From the slaughter house. Well, there's a little glimpse into Martin's Brian. Okay, let's move on. There was more to that, but it snapped. Weirdly. Ah. Yeah, it was Groovy Baby. It's Groovy Joe, because basically that's the inside of my Brian. Yeah, this is where I go in my happy time. Okay, I go like 60s go-go dancer. Not myself. I just, don't even worry. So this is an American Civil War general who seems to have a sense of humor about it all. Look at that quiff. Look at that quiff. Something going on with that. Setup. Well, most of these Civil War ones, they look set up. So this is interesting. If they knew what these were, you would tear them down and destroy every single one of them. This is a weapon for authorities used to control population, Google mind control technologies used by the Secret Service. And they are everywhere, aren't they? I got one about a couple of minutes up the road that's mad as fuck, like that. So there's a peristyle and quadriga. You get a Great Exposition. So it's copied everywhere, this quadriga style of chariots bringing in Phoenicians with the 4 horses, like of apocalypse. So I felt a bit sad actually this week when I seen that image of Marie Presley when she's all a bit fucked up on drugs a couple of months ago at some film awards. She seemed a really smart lady. She seemed really intelligent, and she would be. But look how beautiful Priscilla was. Don't say that's a dude, because you're talking about Elvis's wife there. I don't think that's a thing. These are survivors of the Titanic in Ireland. They got them back to Ireland. The women and children first. They look very Irish dressed. She's like, what the fuck am I going to do now? Everything I owned was on that shitty boat. So there you are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's the Saturn 1B launch. Don't be too close, because it's the biggest rocket that ever got launched, and you might get scorched. But the camera is by there, and it's not too bothered about all of that. No dangerous stuff. So the Aztecs, they built stuff pretty big, didn't they? Especially their Aztec calendar, solar calendar. I bet it can be accurately precise as well, which is crazy. So yeah, there we're going to go to Mars. You know that flat Mars is going to be fantastic. Buzz just got married. Fucking brilliant. I'm happy about Buzz getting married. Many congrats to him. I can't wait for him to go back to the moon. Maybe never come back. This is the technology we'll be using when we all live on the moon in the near future. The number 3 podule, they're called. Perfectly safe. Okay, none of that will happen ever in the history of ever. So these are from Hawaii lands, and they look very much like North Americans, but Polynesian slightly. She's got like New Zealand thing on. This is a New Zealand god. Maybe they are more Polynesian, but they're in a studio, so I'd be highly unlikely, I'm thinking. Hawaii. Yeah, my mother had one of these. I still got it. It's right in front of me right now. I'm not even joking. It is, and it's one of them. It's a New Zealand Lucky Charm. There you are. There's the Berliners running because of the horny Russian hordes about to descend on the poor unsuspecting Berliners, chasing them around with their willies out. Not good to see in war. So you're wondering what these are, aren't you? Floating nuns. You see them all the time in antiquity. I don't know about the big, massive, fat dude in there. But yeah, these nuns literally float by. It's not scary. So here's the Queen meeting some indigenous peoples. She likes that sort of thing when she was alive. She looks happy. She's not looking at them directly. No, what I like is this girl's face. She's like, she is so beautiful. She's like an angel. My God, she got that face, haven't she? She's thinking she's wonderful. They're all thinking she's wonderful. Don't be misled. Okay. When you find out about her family later on. Okay. So indigenous populations do some scarring. Why? Well, it looks pretty good. It's like ultra tattoos. The biggest boat plane that was built before Howard Hughes was the Dornier, and it is a massive, massive plane. I wonder how many were that big. Maybe back in time. So I bet there was a lot of room on there, and then you can just land in the water. Sounds fantastic, especially for crossing the Atlantic. I haven't got to worry about like, splash, using your girlfriend as a flotation device, which is good advice actually in the event of a plane crash, guys. Stay close to the fat person. They float. So that's a kite. Yeah, I know. I do give good advice. You're right. I look after you. Oh, look, what a performance. Look, Stalin's all smashed up and fucking, this is in Hungary. They had a bit of a revolt. It's all revolting. Yeah, this is the Apollo space module that went to the moon. They all lived in it, pooed in it, left in it weeks and weeks and weeks, changed into their spacesuits. They even had a car in there. No, I'm not actually joking. They had a car in there. Anyway, doesn't matter. It plonks down in the water, conveniently, though, in the middle of the Pacific fucking Ocean. And they got an aircraft carrier right there. And the boat comes along. And do you know what? Do you know when it's burning up on re-entry and it turns into like Kelvin 2 because it's like hotter than the surface of the sun, but they got these plates to protect it. You know that? Yeah. Yeah. Then it slows down with these little floaty balls because I'm not seeing any parachutes anywhere. And parachutes would not survive re-entry. They would burn up. They're made of material. So what? They got the parachutes in some flame-proof container. Then after you come into the cooler air, open, and then the parachutes come out. Yeah, that sounds feasible. In a million years. Okay. I'm not sure if he's Hirohito. If he is, but the happily married couple, well, they're quite happy. Oh, let them carry on. I don't fucking care, do we? Whatever. I find it weird, right, that most of the images you look at for Zeppelins in America always show you like fuck tons of graph Zeppelins over New York and over America. It's like almost as if like America was Nazi in the past, and that is like how you were all traveling around, or an alternative dimension where that is the case, where the Germans won the war and you got invaded, they took over. Right, note of the cane. These are in Hyde Park schoolgirls in London. Note of the cane. Now, I'm in the generation where I got beaten every single day when I got to school. They usually caned me before I got to registration. It was part of the ritual. So there's Pele, dead as a donut, and he's playing with a paedophile who is Gerald Ford, which you definitely 100% can argue with that. Okay, and it's not hate speech. This is known. So here's the bridge we showed you earlier being constructed earlier in post, as in last night. See, I'm losing tracks of time. So what does a bombardment really do? So this is what you should see in Berlin. This is the Ypsilon in World War One, and what you see is nothing left really. A couple of building ruins, but millions and millions and millions of craters. Where are the millions and millions of craters in Berlin or Cologne or any of these German cities which we look at? Okay, I don't know. Here's a load of cunts. Here is the Vatican, and they are coming out from their Congress thing. They have a session where they talk about like ruling the world. Are they going to get more money? But what you could find is these cardinals and these whatever they are, they got secretaries. That sounds a bit like the Spartans, doesn't it? And their habits. Secretary. So they all got like some bloke hanging around with them. See, if I was running any sort of decent religion like the Vatican, you definitely have a woman secretary. Don't you agree? That's just fucking weird. So this is a tram in Hiroshima. As you can see, they've had a nuclear bomb dropped on Hiroshima. 40,000 people killed instantly, incinerated in the blast that happened from another dimension. But it left all of the electric wires in and the electricity supply sort of run. So they didn't really have an EM burst on the nuclear bomb going off. And this is Kiev in the past. And they pretty splattered Kiev. But as you can see, the buildings are still there. They just lose it inside, really. Oh, there's Howard Hawks, bigger boat plane than the Dornier, the biggest one ever. Howard Hughes makes all their movies. Scared of germs. What does he do with his money? Builds a big fucking plane. Whatever. Billionaires. So stupid. Why is it, right, that this Schwab guy stands on a stage and dictates about what the whole of humanity are doing? Who the fuck is he? And how come he's like supposed to be in charge? What the fuck is the world's economic fucking... Who gives a shit anyway, guys? Think about it. Tippi Hedren, she's this is in the film set of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. I love Tippi Hedren. Apparently she had a wild lion in where she lived, and her daughter's Melanie Griffith of Working Girl movie fame, and she's getting a cigarette lit off a trained crow, because crows are awesome. They're super duper smart. Two bullshits all in one piece. So you've got the bullshit narrative with the Kitty Hawk flying over, the bullshit narrative that they give you for the Statue of Liberty. So two giant bluffs mocking you all in one shot. The villainous guy. This is cartouches of Cymriglyphics, and they are in Luxor Temple. So what would be the point in putting them all the way up there? Because you're only little in you. How are you going to see them all the way up there? Do you get a ladder? Or do you float? Or do you swim? Well, it's a fair point. It's pretty bloody high. It goes higher than that, too. So these are chicks. This is where we were at in the past. This is what we missed out on when Tartaria got taken over, right? Yeah. So the honeys are all coin tech. They were beautiful. And they had a smoke gauge. And that's a proper smoke gauge by the look of it, isn't it? Oh, how we have been robbed and replaced with plastic fantastic. It's such a shame. Don't see any makeup in the women in the old world, guys. When did makeup actually arrive anyway? So this is Armenian famine victims. They got no food and they're begging. And I guess they'll probably died. So not much left of there. You see a few. Is there beds? I'm not actually sure. They can't be beds. They'd be too big. But Hiroshima looks like fucked, but there are buildings still standing. So these are in America. I did write it down. Minnesota, I think it is. But they look really pleasantly turned out. It looks like they've really got it nailed, whatever American state that is. It's like the dreamy films you see of North Carolina life type of thing. So, yeah. Yeah, it's not very big, the Statue of Liberty, is it? It's pretty shitty small, isn't it? No, because that's not it. This is another one, apparently, and they're shipping it off and putting it somewhere in Paris as well, because he built two, because that one's smaller. So it's very confusing, isn't it? I don't know. This is when the Queen went to India. This is things you will never see again. She went to Delhi, and 1 million people turns out. Okay, no, good job they didn't turn on. All on speakers. People of the Commonwealth, I am your leader. You must do exactly what I say. Is what she's saying. In the Olympics, right, in the past, women used to wear all of that caper for the hurdles. Nowadays, they got like these skin type things on. They're really, like, they're quite disgusting, actually. But not in the old days, no. But they manage. Except she's not. She's fucking hit it over. Butterfingers. Here's some more like really weird styles going on. Shoes on the hands. Because they're walking on all fours, aren't they? They got clogs like Dutch people. Maybe. Dutch East Indies. Yeah, makes sense. This is the Queen of the Damned, isn't it? And you can also see like a Moloko video where she got this on. And there's another Madonna wore this type of thing. And this is like some goddess thing going on. Cool. Look at Mr. Fluffy. He's got dildo on the top of his head. Sorry. And nuclear bombs. Okay, that's what ended World War II, they tell us, right? It kills off the president. And it brings in True Man, which is like, because he's so true, man. It tells you in the name, basically. So are they real? A nuke's real? Okay, I don't buy it. I never have bought it. Basically, because we'd have had nuclear war by now. These people are fucking stupid, aren't they? You definitely accidentally press the button. I would be like, yeah, I got 2 keys. You put them in at the same time, whole fucking thing's gone. So they tell you that this is a Pacific test where they're blowing up various ships that have been captured. Just blow that over there. An underwater test. Now, if you remember the Rainbow Warrior for Greenpeace, it had barrels dropped on it. In fact, it got blown up in an Australian port. But they were dumping like squillions of tons of like barrels of toxic waste. Can you imagine all that seeping out? And then all of that evaporates off, goes into the clouds and comes back down on us. We don't know what that shit is. And like, I'm not saying radioactive waste, but it might be. It was just toxic shit no matter what it is. And they put fuck tons of it in the ocean, and I bet they still are now, which is bad because barrels rot, don't they? So yeah, I'm not buying that as a reality. That could be just conventional. And then they went to underground testing. They thought, because we've had a nuclear war already and exploded a couple of thousand bombs between us, and we better do it underground. So nuclear bomb? Okay, I've seen quarries that do exactly the same. And use a camera, because cameras not affected by nuclear bombs. And it's only like in the next field over, basically. Which is good news if there's a nuclear war. Just be a street away. And the famous iconic images, which are trees put in wooden poles to imitate natural trees they're not. In explosions. Underground testing. See, I've seen quarries do exactly the same, so I'm not buying that as well. These holes are all over Arizona, the proving ground in Arizona where they've done the testing. Okay. And nuclear cannon. No, I don't believe they've shot anything from a cannon. I don't believe the whole quantum mechanics thing or the E equals MC squared thing. I don't buy any of this. This is just conventional explosives and shitty CGI is what it is. Oh, look at that nuclear explosion. Wow, that's scary. Oh, good job there's not nukes. And that is an underground nuclear shockwave from an underground test. Apparently, this is a real explosion in Arab land. In comparison, it's worse. A conventional explosion in like shock and awe stuff, and that's like an IED, it seems to be worse than a nuclear bomb. Isn't that weird? But it's all right, because if it happens, you can do this. Don't dress up like him, but you can leg it. That would be a brilliant sport to play with. Then people outside the Vatican just know. You can go across a minefield, run. No, this is what happens in a nuclear war. Baby's on fire. Scotch it. Too much? Well, that's what they're telling us, guys. Yeah, babies shouldn't be up there. That's dangerous. Playing with a tap and nuclear bomb. All dead. Incinerated. End of humanity. But don't worry, because Batman and Robin will come and save us, as you know. Okay, Batman and his ward. Something going on with that as well. Don't worry, it's all in the best possible taste. We're going to have some fun now anyway, don't worry. But the trams, like I said, they run in San Francisco. I could show you images, but that would probably take too long. But it's funny how the electric still runs. It's not exactly what I thought of for Hiroshima. Some of them did get incinerated, but see, it was there, really. What I'm trying to say is don't look too bad. As you can see, they're still up and running short time after. And main buildings, concrete buildings, they don't look no worse than the Allied bombing of Germany. This stuff was all wooden buildings. That's why they used incendiaries. All of this was wooden buildings. The trees are still there. Poles, electricity. It was an airburst. This is the hospital that remained active the entire time. Skyscrapers in the back. Buildings still there. And the culprit, anyways, they knock up a nuclear bomb in some sort of shed, apparently. Yeah. The implosion technique. Yeah, you've got to get that critical mass just right. Yeah. For the implosion to implode into another dimension so you can get EM equals MC squared potentiality outwards, which is the blast of a nuclear bomb. Sounds like science fiction, because that's what it is. So this is Fat Boy. We dropped that on Nagasaki. So yeah, what it looks like to me is just like a big bomb, doesn't it? Yeah, no shit. And this is outside the city limits of Nagasaki, and as you can see, They ain't bothered about the nuclear bomb just dropped, really. They're talking about it and stuff, but it's not like the horror film apocalyptic thing that they tell you, okay? Electric trams still running. Nagasaki and Hiroshima. General Hospital still going. The rest is gone, okay? Except in the north of the city where there's churches or Jesuit churches and stuff. Buildings collapsing on themselves. They got museums showing you the shadow people as their proof for a nuclear blast, but that can happen in a flash of a conventional thermobaric bomb. We know this. So it looks like Tokyo. It looks like a lot of German cities. Admittedly, there seems to be a lot more, but it was the end of the war sort of thing. But these overhead cables, not affected by a nuclear bomb at all. Not affected by a nuclear bomb, all still there in Nagasaki. Weird. That's too corrupted image. And she survived the blast. She looks like she's got a bit of damage there, but she hasn't really been burned. Her clothes are not on fire either. A bit blackened, but not what you picture for a nuclear bomb. Here's the survivors in one of these Jesuit places outside, still standing. Bit of a damage going on. Rating for treatment, water. All right, it's a horrendous scene, but I bet the German cities and the Blitz in London and stuff was a similar scene of horror. But the General Hospital was kept going by the Red Cross through the entire time, even the same day as the bomb was dropped. As you can see, loads of concrete buildings still surviving. Tokyo probably had it worse. This is Tokyo. As you can see, they had a lot of big buildings, like American style, still standing. The rest gone. Tokyo firestorms. Not a nuclear bomb. This was firestorms. And it looks the same as San Francisco. Very much the same, in fact. Eerily the same. A lot still standing there, as you can see, considering a nuclear bomb went off. Big bell fell down off the church. Bell dome. And some charred bodies, a load of charred bodies. And that's supposed to be the only photograph taken directly after the explosion, when things are still on fire. The people do not look like they are in flames or incinerated or anything. Tokyo, everybody's out, no radiation, which is obviously, I should have mentioned earlier, it's supposed to be the potentiality of like radiation sickness. Nobody can go out, you're all going to die. No, don't even lose glass. All carries on as normal. Another bullshit narrative that they give us to terrify us into 30 years plus, 40 years plus of nuclear terrorism. We could all die. So she's been a bit of a knob this week, apparently. This is all set up and everyone knows it because it's gone viral. Is Greta Thunberg. Now, apparently, if you talk about Greta Thunberg in a negative light, it's frowned upon. So we're not. Okay. She's a silly child's been arrested by the German police, apparently. So this is like there's a massive photographic opportunity. There's a line of people snapping her. She doesn't really give a fuck because she's a Illuminati brat, and they carry her around. So yeah, she looks a bit shaken considering these men with guns are carrying her away. See, I think she's gonna dump all of this fucking climate change stuff. As soon as she discovers boys, she's going to be off. Look at that. I doubt she's going to get much. So, there you are. That's what she says. I would put bollocks. Okay, give it a couple of years. She'll be in them eco orgies with all the Illuminati. You know it. Homeopathic oils and stuff. I care about the climate justice and living planet. Oh, fucking hell. That's two out of 3 wrong. But we can still fix this. Yeah, when you fuck off. No, I won't. Oh, no, we're actually not hating. No, we're not YouTube. We're not. This is another one. This one's called... she miraculously looks like a Thunberg. I gotta be honest. Right, okay, let's have a look at... Oh, I got so much. These are brilliant. We'll have these next first. Oh, no, that's not it. Wild flat a day, which is what tonight is. We'll have a little giggle for a bit, okay? And see what goes on. It won't be too rude, I promise. Did you actually thumbs up this video? Go on. Thumbs me up, man, for my efforts. Yeah? Greta's not amused. Look at her face. Because you unthumbed up. Pete Bong, did I say anything about dildos? No, but I was going there, but I thought leave it to the imagination. You just jumped there. So yeah, you can see what Greta's going to be like. She had a fans only page, but nobody would watch it. So she's going for eco orgy. Homeopathic. You know that she's going to go down this road. So I don't know what's going on here. It's to do with, like, I don't know, bringing up infants. But, you know, it's good that you're giving them breast milk, but can't you just give it direct out of the tit? Give the boy something to remember when he's older. It's bitty. I never had bitty. I was an oyster. Oh, confessions from an escort agency. He got her to ride a concrete horse, a rocking horse, by Rosie Dixon. So yeah, that's one interesting thing she had to do. The rocking horse one was one of her weirdest clients. Made me ride a rocking horse. This is Kylie. Yeah, she's doing that. This is our rare. Do not copy this, or do not show it on them. So yeah, I'm showing you Kylie's bum. Go on, say Kylie's a dude. Come on. I don't think that's a dude's bum. Kylie's little. So Zelensky's a bit of a weird cunt, isn't he? Now, they all are, didn't they? But what's with the fucking advanced tech? What's he got the jollies about, you know, his beautiful bit of fucking sceptry technology going on? And he's got the Freemasonic, what's it called? Regalia on, because obvious reasons. They're all in the club together. There's another twat as well. He's got it in the hair, showing that he's one of them. They all are. They're instinct. This is the new craze. Apart from, like, men, you know, putting tomato juice up their bums, pretending they got periods and suppositories. Now, this is a weirder one. Nose hair extensions are the newest beauty trend. Yes, this is a thing. It looks really, really bad. Somebody should tell them that that's not going to carry. That's not going to. No. That's what they think about that. This is what the people are. This is a symbol of today. Okay, they've all been watching television, and this is what happens. No, this is what happens. Yeah, sudden death, man. So David was an ascended master. Here he is tripping on her because he's cooked up or something. But I believe that he thought God was an energy form, which is an interesting observation. So David Bowie dead and gone. Did see him. Pretty poop. That's what Winnie the Pooh actually sees in his mirror. Did you know that? You know, you never look at Winnie the Pooh again in the same light. He's got Baphomet in his mirror, guys. He's actually evil. Here's a gang of old puffs here. Look at him. Oh, fucking terrible state of him. Charlie's dead and gone. Bill Wyman, he got the fuck away from her. Married a kid or something, didn't he? When he was, what was her name? Fucking hell. So yeah, he went away with like literally married a really young teen or something. They killed him in a swimming pool. He managed to just kiss their fucking ass until the modern day, and with his boyfriend over here. Okay, Keith. He'll be replaced soon. I wonder if he knows his demise. Bill Wyman's not old puff. The rest, I think. Yeah. Here's the first poll. Yeah, this is interesting, whatever that is in the background. I think this is on the Ed Sullivan show. Yeah, it is. In 1964 tour America, 5. And this is the first poll on his violin bass. I think before they killed him off. So George looks a bit different. He hasn't got a uniform on. Can't see his face either. It doesn't look like George either. Weird. There's Batman with the nuclear bomb. Remember? He'll save us. I love that episode. Diddly-lee. So this is how we danced in Monterey. Yeah. Now, a question was asked the other night on Iron Realm Media. My friend Walt asked, if you could time travel, what concert would you go back to? I was like, oh, that's good. Because there are so many of our fantastic concerts, aren't they? You know, Queen at Live Aid, that one. Or That girl looks scared next to him. They don't even get up and dance at Monterey. It's weird as fuck. You got Jimi Hendrix going to burn a guitar in a minute. Yeah. And you got all that. It's just weird. Here's the Who fucking shit up like good British people. It's all right. They buys him a new guitar. There's Pete Townsend. He's a bit of a fiddler, so that, yeah, but I don't know. But smash that fucking shit up. I'm so into that. I'd love to smash it, but good at that. Lord of Acid Pussy. That's an awkward album cover, but well thought out. Okay. Look at that for beauty. Somebody got down with their chisel in that Indian temple. That's pretty good, isn't it? So here they all are. Bunch of fucking shills, each and every one of them. All sold out to the man. They got to do all sorts of nasty stuff, though, guys. So don't even worry. They're getting theirs, okay? There's Greta with the old one eye. You know exactly the fucking game. Anyway, the Louvre, biggest museum in the world. It's got a big pyramid in the middle of it. It's fantastically big. Oh, well, it would be being the biggest in the world. All like Buckingham Palaces, aren't they? I think it's closed at the moment. I don't know. They got all this tatty old shit in there. Fucking Mona Lisa. Like, who gives a fuck? And in the communards in the war in Paris in 1871, they pulled all of the antiquitech and stuff down. So there must have been a lot more of it in the past before 1871. I can't read whatever language that is, but the emphasis is like this guy, he's shooting an arrow in that woman's foot or something. What is that? It's a dildo. Interesting. Don't miss the Great Snatch. No, I won't, Jesus. That'd be good. I'm looking forward to that bit immensely. Now, don't say Joanna Cumley is a dude, because I would be very annoyed. Purdy is not a dude. Yeah? That's her sexing you up on the streets of London. Yeah, I know. Happy now? I'm too good to you, I'm fucking too good to you. That's in Budapest. It's been sort of renovated in the modern day, but it was a lot of fucking madder Greco-Romano stuff in the older days. Radar, that proves it's flat. I used to be ever looking on the radar when I was at sea, and you can see the land miles and miles and miles away, and the nature of that radar, if it was going out in a straight line, it wouldn't actually pick up anything because it'd be going off into space because there's supposed to be a curve. So weird. So you've seen these? Yeah, I know they're all over British streets, aren't they? But they had them in World War II. Petrol scooters. Yeah, fucking hell. You're not going to walk all the way to the trenches. Battle. Fuck that shit. Look at this for skill. Okay, let's see you do it in the dark. Okay. Right, tank chesting. Oh, nope. Fuck. He's fucked it. He's fucked it. So let's do that again. So there's blokes in there. I bet they're like, whoo. Okay, these are the Katyushas that they shot on Berlin all day long, forever and ever, like millions of them. But there's like no shallows. It's weird. There's the Chariot. Check that out. It's got weird sort of propulsion mechanism, hasn't he? Very nice. So here's Baker Street in the very fashionable 1960s. A couple of hippies. Look at them fucking wicked clothes, guys. Huh? Shell hand thing. You don't see no tats or piercings or makeup or anything like really. It's just like really cool. So yeah, before they went to the moon missions, before they went onto the craft to go and die, or potentially, the last thing you have to do is touch Snoopy's nose. That's right. For the biggest, most monumental, ground-shattering thing humanity ever did, you have to touch Snoopy's nose. Don't know. Don't want to know. That looks like it might be a tree trunk cut off. And that one, rather than caldera, doesn't it? It's like you get tree root bits. Just me. I think it does. Oh, look at it. Time has changed. Back in the old days, stand there, And then there's the same square in the modern day. A load of spotty teenagers looking at their phones. Who loves you, baby? Nothing cooler than Telly Savalas. Don't tell me Kojak's not cool, guys. I know Telly Savalas is definitely a dude. Okay. He went to London with his lollipop. Who loves you, baby? Kojak in London. Fantasticus. I bet he solved his case easily. Easily. Okay. So this showed up on a wall, apparently, in Jamie Lee Curtis's room. So she's trying to wiggle out of it by tweeting this week saying, oh, no, it's just some lady and my friend in a garden gave me it 20 years ago. It's a naked boy in some sort of bathtub. There's nothing going on. I'm like, what? So you got like a kid that big running around his garden naked? Well, there's something going on with that. That's like weird in itself. But she's trying to wiggle out of it. It stinks a bit. And I never trusted really the Curtis dynasty of people. You know, she was too fucking connected and she's been in some dodgy films, haven't she? And she got that gimp hanging around for now. So I'm not buying it. I think it was deliberate. I do. So this is Victoria Station in the past. Loads of stuff happening underneath there. Look, it's glass floors. British Bulldog. They're talking about him. He is lovely. Talking about the dog in Victoria Station. I've been in there for a long time. This is in Bedminster in Britain. It used to be a pet shop, but they got this interesting old pet thing. Dogs on the back of a dog. Them on the back. Cats and rabbits. Birds on the backs of them. Quite nice. This is, I've been taking some notes. So British people and ants. Okay. British people eat beans. Ants can lift up to 5,000 times their own weight. They're super fantastic. Okay. They got this weird loyalty to their queen, an innate instinct to line up, single file, and travel in a queue. Take things that add theirs back to their colony. And love for crumbly pastries. Oh, that's two things they're going to common. So yeah, that's it. That's the British people all over. Okay, now sad as fuck. Anyway. Prosperity of the British Empire. Let's have a look at their juicy. This is what being the richest country in the world can get you, and all that stealing them shit and killing all them people will get you. Fuck all. Streets aren't paved with gold. So this was found in a Scottish field only this week, apparently. I don't think it's like AI because it's on one of those history sites, but it's some sort of devil worshipping pentagrammy thing. It was found near a church in the Highlands of Scotland recently. Have you ever seen anything like that before? If that's ancient, it looks like Hellraiser. Coming through like a wormhole. Isn't he? Spooky wooky. So these are children in Ireland going to school. So you have to do that every morning to go to school and go back. So next time your children moan at you about they got to walk all the way to school, tell them that, okay? Shut them up. And kids in Ireland that go across the fucking river and back. Count yourself lucky. Check this mudflooder. Okay, where does she begin and where does she end? Okay, oh shit, that's below. And then you got that. Shit, below there. Shit. Look at that. Woohoo. 2 layers of mud flood. This is below Istanbul. It's there in the modern day. And it's aquifers. It's supposed to be this big under Istanbul. It is in the old days. Cool, wouldn't it? Okay. This is a lady by the name of Denise, a subscriber, who sent this in yesterday. I put on my community message to show how easy it is to fake history. You can have these American Civil War pictures done in seaside. You can have them done here. She had this done in a rodeo. I couldn't help but notice she's like super beautiful. Look at her. My God. Wow. So yeah, really grateful for her sending. I asked permission to obviously some money. Old-fashioned money, card game. I tell you what, them clothes really are becoming on. It does suit her. Wow. Look at that. Davros and Davros. Davos and Davros, they are the same person, guys. Okay. Bedouins. They got it. They live in a tent out in the middle of fucking nowhere, but they seem to have loads of shit. I don't know how they wash it. No water. Okay. This was a Chinese fort that was destroyed by the bombings in World War II. So it's not there anymore. But it's an unusual little fort. You know, look how high that is. What were they hiding from? So a B-52 bomber hit the Empire State Building in 1945, and it felt that the ground didn't even go through because, you know, aluminium, it's in a solid building, it wouldn't just go through. And like what happens with other events of a similar nature that I could mention, but can't, if that makes any sense. Right, let's have these beautiful women in Italy going to serve you some coffee. No, France. Paris. Merci beaucoup. You know, I bet that tastes like heavenly. I'm not digging this, guys. I'm not digging this. This is like outside urinals. So dig, right, guys? This is for the fellas, not the ladies. You're standing there, right, in the middle of the street, in a busy morning, loads of people walking past, standing there with your knob out. In a cold morning. I don't think I'd be able to go. I went into one of those mixed toilets once in France. I was in a merch, and there was women talking in there and all of that. And I was like, I can't go. I can't. How am I going to squeeze? I can't even squeeze one out. I can't go pee if you two are standing there looking at my willy. It's just no, that you can't do that. So I'm not even buying that. That's a thing. Well, I don't feel comfortable about fucking pissing in the street in front of everybody. New vitamin cigarettes will add years on your life. Okay, and this is a fact. We can guess vitamin cigarettes for the old ladies, keep them alive a little bit longer. Mother. Children love the delicious laxative, and then they go off and shit their brains off the rest of the day. So tell them that they're tasty, and they will love them. I know. Okay, take a puff. It's springtime. Got daffodils up outside, guys. Buds are on the trees. It won't be freezing as fuck forever. And do you know what's waiting for you in the spring? Yeah? Not her. That's my girlfriend, that is. Anyway. State population will double by 2040. Babies to blame. Oh, how very dare they. You heard that, guys. Yeah. In this statement in the press, it says babies to blame. What can I do about that? Okay. Abraham Lincoln was a woman. Photograph found. Okay. Was John Wilkes Booth his jilted lover? Yeah. He looked quite good. I know he was tall, but he looked all right as a lady. I think that's the thing. Grandpa, you smell like piss. Son, you too, when you reach my age, will stink of piss. So remember this moment. Okay, grandfather, I will. Maybe a lesson learned. I fucking told you not to come in my face. And you just did I just did my makeup, you asshole. Oh, that is really bad. Oh, no. Damn. I'm embarrassed. No, I'm not. Okay, there you are. So here's some biplanes going over New York with the Liberty in the background. That's a fantastic little picture. They go to go and kill big King Kong who's climbing up the Empire State Building. It's quite sad. This is what aerial bombardment looks like. Leaves loads of little shell holes and sticks. Fuck all. This is the trench line going through the World War One. It's hard to believe anybody lived in this climate. It's the Americans circling a crater. Can only imagine the size of that explosion for the crater to have been that big. Just don't know. Fucking hell. It's weird. Right. Serbia. Okay, a place where Nikola Tesla came from. Our free energy dude. But what they have got is these things everywhere in Serbia. Wicked architecture. But these antiquity things. Check this out. There's some mind blowers in this. What's all this? Looks like radio telecommunications things going on in the Balkans. Lovely little buildings, but it looks like most of it's underground. All that up there. The National Theatre. Again, one of those. Again, not advertising. Again, to capture a charge. We suspect. Look at this. Again, right there. You see that? On the end, that one. So can't imagine what they are. I don't know what that says. I think it says Georgia Tablinsky, maybe. Okay. So what is this one doing? Any wires visible? Not really. Wow, that is really, really, really big. I'm not sure what I think about that. No wires. And yeah, what do you think that one is? Can't see any wires. It's a bit like a floodlight, doesn't it? It's massive. Okay. Another Serbian building. Looks like a ship. We've got one up there. Bit of a weird one, that one. Not sure what is going on with that one. And up there. Check it out. Okay. And that one. There's a wire there. But there's nothing coming off of that. So, crazy, isn't it? One there. Some of them look like, 4G towers. There's one there and there's one over there. What the hell are they? All over antiquity. Oh, that looks interesting. Wish I had a cleaner image. There's a wire coming down there. Electric light bulbs there. Car, day the car. Okay, Belgrade. Cool. Look at the size of these. Okay, can't see too much there. Wow, whoa, look at that. Weird. Don't know what that is. There's a lot of tech going on there and there. And they got the electric tram. And they're on top of what look like, obelisks, Egyptian obelisks type of thing. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, it looks a bit like the Czech Republic. They got a lot of that text on the buildings. Very beautiful. Look at that for a bell. Upside down bell. Bell dome. Phoenician bell dome. Very, very nice. What are they all doing on it? Who knows? Okay, what's the matter with this building? Nothing. Okay, this. Okay, any wires? Electric tram. Not seeing any wires off of that. One over there, that's tram. They're bringing the tram back to Cardiff. They took it away in 1964. Now they're bringing it back. Check, they're showing you the transport of the day. At least they got that right. Look at that for architecture. Whew. Right. I'm coming back shortly. Oh, right now, actually. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel. Catch up with all of our groovy videos. Okay, because we've got a lot out there this week on 3 channels. I've put videos out on 3 channels, multiple formats, everywhere across the board in the last few days. Okay, this is Den Haag. I've been here plenty. I used to hang around on this strip here, getting stoned and going on a beach, which is fantastic. There's all these bars here, and it's the place to be, really, if you go to Holland. This is massive casino. It's in a modern day. Got stars outside. U2 got one, like Hollywood stars, but it's massive inside. And it's on the coast of Scheveningen Beach in Den Haag, in The Hague. A place where you can get proper good weed. Just saying. But look at their buildings. I mean, the top of their buildings. That's the top of a building, to my eyes. The rest is underground. Do you see that? It's just the top. It's the top of a building. That is the top of a building. The size of that, Jesus. So, yeah, this got bombed as well, World War II. There's a lot of this stuff around. It's not too bad. The palace in The Hague. What's that? Carrying a chair, don't worry. I'm not sure what that is. Going to Nowheresville. Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, beautiful city, though. I used to go there quite a bit. Because when I went to Ireland, I used to go to Rotterdam or Den Haag, actually, to get wrecked. Because Amsterdam could be annoying as fuck. People following you around, trying to push shit on you, and easy to get in a fight in Amsterdam. So, Well, yeah, really easy to get a flight in Amsterdam's happened. Check that. Yeah, fuck that turn the other cheek thing. Fuck them. That's what I think. They're going to start, be in your face and that. No, fuck them. That's just me, though. Ew, that's nice. This The Saloon. Ooh. Oh, look at that. I love these Dutch canals. I always wanted to live on one, but I got to go fund me for a boat one day. I'll be on, not a canal probably, because I won't have a sailboat, but there you go. I mean water. I love water. I'm not particularly good swimmer, but I don't really actually intend on like going in the fucking stuff itself because it's wet and cold and stuff. But I can appreciate people like to swim in it. It's just not me. I like going on it, but not in it. If that makes sense. Check that. Schwahit. And it's on the water. Like in Venice. Beautiful. So look lovely in the past, didn't it? It's lovely now. Don't get me wrong. They're not fucked it up. I had the best. I'm not even joking, you guys, right? I know it sounds like a Pulp Fiction moment, but it is. I had the best Burger King I ever had in my life. They're shit in Britain. And then I was like, this is fan-fucking-tastic. I had a milkshake. The fries were... I'm hungry. Thinking about that. Den Haag Burger King I had, which was really fucking lovely, by the way. Stuck in my mind. You can see how much it's affected me, guys. The lovely Dutch people. I was on a Dutch show this week. If you don't know, it was linked up on my last video on the Han Experience, a chap who lives just outside Amsterdam. I went on his show to talk about mudflood and tartaria. Did a bit of a presentation. It was only an hour or so. Been on other shows as well this week. I've been on so many lately. I can't even remember. And plus, there's 4 videos out in the last week to keep you all going. Okay. I love truthing. It's brill. It's fucking brill. He exclaimed. He exclaimed how fucking brill truthing is. I look mudfloody. Ooh. What's that? Motorbike? No, just a bike. Good invention. See why I call them bicycle, isn't it? Bicircle. It was inventive of them, wasn't it? It's like calling green and green when it was fucking white. But it was probably green when it went there. Ooh. A nice example of Tartarian with Phoenician overtones. What you see? So they're nicest Dutch houses, aren't they? Oh, look at that. I guess that's the Parliament. They got like all that shit in The Hague, haven't they? Like the World Court thing, Gravenhage. International Court of Human Rights things they got going on there. Yeah, so they got these. And in modern day, you got all of these clubs and stuff and all like Fatboy Slim playing and cool shit. It was really all right. You'd like it. You'd like it. Trust. So I'm coming back. We don't look at crappy places. I wouldn't turn you on or turn you all onto a crap place. Kind of truth do you think I am? What's happening, Jimmy? So that was one concert I thought about going back to, like Jimi Hendrix burning his guitar. Radiohead night 2007 Glastonbury was a good concert to see. Ooh, there's so many. The thing is, I've been a bit spoiled because I mainly went to concerts through like the 80s and I started young with it all, and the 90s, but they were all shit in the 90s. They con people into thinking U2 are good because they were loud and they weren't. It was shit. Do you know what I mean? I'm not stupid. Hippie Shakes, Sequest, Martin. I'm going to bounce on that in the spring when as soon as the weather comes, everyone will be into it then. Be like, oh, this is exciting. Martin's going to go and get killed at sea. Let's watch. Right or wrong? It's all adds interest, guys. I won't, obviously, because that's not my destiny. But let me just tell you, it will be dangerous. It usually is, okay? Things will happen. Okay? Not everybody will die. That's what I'm saying. Screw Sniper. My brother. Liddy, Belgium is beautiful. Do you ever see BC Ghent? Well, Ghent is beautiful. They got a massive church there. No, Bruges, man. There's all lights in the canal, lighting all the bridges up and all them beautiful buildings covered in reeds and stuff. It's just fucking beautiful. Valerie, S-Cube. Johnny Man, good advert. for Bruges, and you can watch the In Bruges film, but don't really, because it's violent. And Gainer, Johnny Man's my brother. Chip. Bruges is awesome. Well, he's on the money, isn't he? Fucking hell, he's quick. He's quicker than my Brian. So, I better ask, how's your head? How's Brian? Okay, we've got a little bit more to go. I don't want to. I wasn't too bad about Greta anyway. We like her admirably as a human being. Outside of that, not. Yeah, if anything I haven't covered, no, I'm going to be back in a day or two. Them interesting last videos. I do suggest you watch the one with the women / men, earliest footage ever. I have got more stuff to show. These come this week, really interesting. I got to send the book back, but I haven't had the chance just yet. Put in the stopper into the numbers of death. The occult. It's a decode of the language we use, and it's number codes and ciphers. It's really funky shit. I'll try and get the link. Share this guy. His name's oh fuck me, Frauen. Gary Frauen. And yeah, it's really good stuff. Get into that when I get my head not working. Day off for me. Little wing, new moon energy on its way. Fan-fucking-tastic. Crush a grape. Liddy. Smart chops. Jolly Dave. What's the time? It's coming up past 10, up past 8. Not 8. This is perfect timing. This is something you know catch up on as well. So, David Knox, good flat today. Thank you. So, yeah, well, their inhumanity has been profound, hasn't it? And they are doing a lot of bullshit. And the narratives are fake, a lot of them. Yeah, it's like the Truman Show. It's like Westworld, isn't it? There's no denying it, guys. It's like, and they're fucking with everything now, aren't they? Image-wise. Just saying. Thank you, Hippie Shake. You love my video. Oh, I know that anyway. We had a bacon cheeseburger for lunch. Oh, I'm hungry now. I'm going to have to munch something soon. Montana Smith. So, yeah, thank you for popping by. And I know there's quite a few of you tonight. We got 764 of you watching right now, which is fantastic. Please make sure to share this video out, okay? Because this is the kind of juice that they do not like. I just got that sneaky fucking feeling. Everything I talk about, they're like, that sort of buzz is what I get every time I do one of these videos, okay? Which is fantastic. Son of Overbrook, I love truth and too. It's one of the best things you can do. It's the best thing you can do, actually. Have a Billy. So I'm sorry my 60s video didn't play all the way through. It was really good. There was like, really like, oh, women knickers and stuff. Not that they're going to end the video like that. I'm like obsessed with things like that. Oh, it was the end of the video. Don't worry about it. That'll do. It did break. Okay, make sure to subscribe. Come back in a day or two. I'm going to keep on going with them. Awesome. Shorter videos, punch one of them more out on in the week, also on other channels to keep you all somewhere to go, of a happy vibe with a good community, because the world's full of bullshittery. We do seem to get on famously together, don't we? Drugs and prostitution are illegal in Amsterdam. Well, not necessarily, you know, you can't go flaunt it around, but yeah, you can buy any fucking thing. As you can in most cities, can you? Greg Berry. Pants on, Trees is Smut, lovely. Joanna, she's lovely. And Scott Poole and Isabel, who's lovely. I get delicious. I like delicious food myself. That's what I do. Some build a burger from I got ass burgers. That's burgers have been wiped on your ass. Ass burgers. Don't even worry. This is what, if there was such a thing as ADH, this is not what it looks like. Okay, screw up pants on. Messa. Okay, Fatima's here in the house. Hello, Fatima and Greg and Denise. Okay, the other Denise was beautiful. It's nice, isn't it? Beautiful stuff. We do. We're really beautiful. We're really beautiful people. We do look at beautiful stuff. And the ugliness, like, and all of that, it's only to expose it to the world of all the stupid shit that they do. Like the abomination of Having fucking human zoos. What the fuck? She's been made accountable for that, even if it was 100 years ago. Feel the same about water. I love it. It's the best thing in the world. To be on it. It's moving around, isn't it? Shit, yeah, it's not moving. It's all staticky. I like to be waves and you know, that. Scott, Greg, Fred, Jersey, Bob is in the house. Nice one, brother. And lovely India, who helped me doing, like, put an intro in my video. And actually, she's good with all that. Christian vibes, which I'm super grateful. And Chip. Oh, hippie shake. Stan's in the house. A real bummer is they lie about events in real time. Yeah, but it's all done on like what's going on in the sky. They will do, like, if it's one of their weird ritual times in the sky, they will fucking kill a load of people. I can guarantee you that. It's a big sacrifice. They sacrifice us, guys. We are part of their cult, which is sinister. If you think your fucking security in this place is fucking guaranteed, don't even fucking think it. Voynich is in the house. David Knuckles. Can't trust governments. They're fucking terrorists. They terrorize you. The governments are gangsters. They're fucking, everything they do is criminal against us. It's disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. I'm paying taxes when they put what they fucking need just to gaslight everybody to death. Fucking bastards. Waking the master, Teresa says. Special again. Liddy's lovely. Go there again one day. Fred, good to see you, my friend. Get blocked up on ya. Zamoxic, good to see you. Which is not even frowned upon anymore. Joe Guilford, because there's like drug addicts every fucking where, which is a horrible thing. Denise, pitiful. It is. You know, and alcoholics. They're really annoying. I know some nice people. As soon as they touch drink, oh my God. How they change. You see the eyes go first and they go like psycho. They go fucking wanting a fight or just gobby or just horrible. I'm not like that when I'm drunk. I go all like dopey and giggly and horny. Mega, good to see you. Hippie shake. Kevin Bell. Ooh. We have fun here, don't we, guys? These are the best things, Saturdays. Best fucking know it. And we have got the juice, haven't we? You know it. Cloud busting, perhaps. I can do that. Do it. Cloud burst regularly. So it's Chip in the house, Max in the house. Make life good. Smash your phone. Well, I need that for my stuff. It's hard. I can't do all what I do on a Nokia 3310. That would be hard. But I get what you mean. I don't have like a stupid expensive phone because they're just stupid. Pay £1,000 for a fucking phone. Pete, when they go cheaper. Hey, wasteful things. Fred, people being flash spending loads of money on stupid shit. Like a telly fits in the wall with computers that come out of it and all of that. It's like, yeah, that'll be broken in a year or two and you're only doing it in like flash. Stuff like that pisses me off. Status symbols. Could be a drone, babes. Could be a drone. Says Kelly. Okay, I'm going to chuck up now, guys. That's been quite long enough, I think. Maybe 2 hours and something minutes. But I'm getting worn out and I've done a lot of content. 2.5 hours. Perfect. Perfect. Usually go 3. But it's getting late. Have fun. Not too bad, was it? Okay, Kevin Bell. He's a new fan. He's been binge watching me, he says. This happens. I hear this a lot. Max is in the house. Okay. Binge watch and fall asleep to Flat Earth British. Talking stuff. Giggling. Giggling at me. That's what you do. You giggle. I know what's going on. Oh, I know, Rain Girl. It's a bit naughty. I'm a bit naughty. It doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all done in love. It doesn't matter. Peppy. Oh, you're that in a while. Oh, I got cramp in my finger clicking this mouse, guys. Crypto Gator is in the house. And Kimberly, little wing. Have orange Lucozade. I don't like it. It's got aspartame in it. Aspartame in Lucozade. My son tries to give me Lucozade. I'm like, no, it's fucking aspartame. I check everything. I ain't having no aspartame in my body. I found out they had it in cereal, and I think I had some sugar puffs or something. And it was like, fuck me. It's like they just poison you, and you don't want it in your body. I don't want none of that toxins and shit in me. They're weird drugs and chems and toxic bollocks. Vitamin, niacin, omid. I have sea algae I take it every other day. It's in tablet form. C from Pacific, actually. Yeah, I think it works. I think it gives you nice skin and nice hair and stuff like that. I think it does. Anyway, I'm not actually sure, but I do trust it. I think they're good. I had them sent from Pacific Northwest. Quite kind subscriber. Z is in the house, our epic brother. You got a live show coming up soon, I believe. I did see that, Z. And thank you for introducing me to Truth TV, Wide Awake TV. It was lovely people. I really enjoyed that show the other night. You invited me on. And I stayed stum, so I didn't stomp on everyone like I usually do. Okay. Overpowering personality. I know I do it. I can't help it. It's just me. I'm excitable. Very excitable. Okay, Ray. I try not to, guys. Jesse. But I'm only me. She's only 21, says Chris. Okay. Vitamin Ziggy's fucking brilliant. Get them down. Give them to your old lady. Give them to your mother. Keep them going. And we love our old parents. Now keep them going as long as you can. Get them off them pharmaceuticals. It's not good. Not a good way to go. Renslow. Can't say that properly. Ooh, Matt Skunk. You look pretty in your membership clove color stuff. I don't know what I'm on about. Max Machiavelli's in the house and Montana. Lovely people. Thank you so much for popping by. It's lovely, Joe. She's awesome, lovely. Calm down. I'm calm. Tommy Wangy Yangy. Calm. Okay, guys, you can see my chant. Wangy Yangy. Okay, Z again. Epic Z. See, Coop, she's lovely. There you are. I gotta go, guys. I need some food and stuff. So go play, go watch other stuff. Catch up on my last video. This one will make a lot more sense of the last two videos, actually, because we've got a continuity going where it's getting really, really exciting at the moment. Don't you feel that? It is getting really exciting. Okay. Cringeworthy for many. Yes. Okay, subscribe. Please like this video if you did, and any other good things you feel I deemed worthy of mine. Okay, much love to you all. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.